Hello, my name is Kafui Dey. My guest is Blakk Rasta, fearless on radio, fiery on stage, and philosophical in conversation. Today we meet the man behind the Dreadlocks. But before the conversation, here's some good news. If you send money back home to Ghana, you need to hear this. Lemfi is the app to use to send money from the UK, Europe, Canada, or the US straight to Ghana with zero transfer fees. You can send directly to bank accounts or Momo, and your people back home will receive it within minutes. Exchange rates are competitive, and the app is secure and safe to use. And here's a bonus. When you sign up and use my referral code Kafui, you get cash back on your first qualifying transfer. Plus, every time you send money, you earn reward points you can use to transact later. Download the Lemfi app now and use my code Kafui when you sign up. And now to my conversation. Blakk Rasta.
Yes, my brother.
One love.
Same way. Respect.
Hobby.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
What's new with you these days?
Well, new thing is the same old thing that I've been doing all this while, you know? It's the old thing that we recycle and make better. Mm-hmm. So basically, there's nothing new under the sun except to say that, yes, we are growing with more new experience. And basically, that is where we are.
When you cast your eye on international events, Israel, USA, Iran, what are your thoughts?
I feel very sad where we are going as a globe and as a people in the world. Trump is a crazy demon who is not ready to deal with decency. And I'm so ashamed of this guy. And I'm so sad that the world is sitting back watching this demon treat us like this. I have said it time and again. If I ever have a trip in hell, I won't look for Lucifer. I'm looking for Trump. This is the guy who is sitting in hell as Satan. And we think that it is Lucifer. There's no Lucifer. There's a Trump in hell. My brother, a man can fly and pick up Maduro, Nicolas Maduro, from his country, go and lock him in his backyard and say that he's terrorizing his people. He must bring decency. He flies here, he flies there, and he's just there to terrorize people. He says, oh, you know what? Me, I want to go to Spain, plant my army there and attack people. And the Spaniards said, no, we don't want to be an ally in this time. You get angry and say, if I want, I can go to Spain, plant my army there, and do anything I want. We just take it. Where is the world going to? That right now, everything is taken by force. I am sad that the proponents of democracy and common sense have all gone to sleep, and they've left the secret nuclear weapons codes in the hands of a demon. And this guy is called Trump. I don't like him.
What should be Africa's response to what's happening in the Middle East?
What Africans have to do is first and foremost to try as much as possible to be independent. We are eating too much wheat from Ukraine. We are eating too much pizza from Italy. We are eating food that we should not be eating. First and foremost, let's be the Africans that we are supposed to be. I keep saying, if it doesn't grow here, I don't eat it. I don't eat no apples because apples don't grow here. There's a reason apples don't grow here, but rather grow there in America, in the snow, in South Africa, in the snow. They have a condition there, and that condition is a different climate. So when you live there, your body is supposed to react to some things according to the vagaries of the weather. So apples and all those things would help them adjust. But in the tropics where the sun is blazing 24 hours a day, in fact 25 hours a day, then I go and I'm eating snow food. I must be crazy. And when I catch cancer, I blame it on a certain old woman innocent in my village. We are sick as a people, first and foremost. We must come together, be the independent Africa that we are. Trade amongst ourselves, and when we have that understanding, then it is easy to move out and move into other backyards and say that, you see what is happening here? we as Africans, we have decided that we won't support that. That is when we can carry weight, not individual country. Nkrumah talked to us against fragmentalism. He wrote that several times in his book. We cannot be so fragmented and think that we will carry a certain power. Together we stand. For now, individually, we can, oh, we don't support that. That one said we don't support that. And so what? Where does it go? Trump would only label you as shitholes. And don't excuse my language, because that is what he says. And it won't carry any weight what we say. First and foremost, like Nkrumah said, let's come together. Then when we carry the vote, we can now move out and make sure that our heaviness will come to bear in terms of our decisions on the world.
Are you hopeful that African countries are getting together, all the 54 can come together and make things happen?
Oh yes. I mean, President Mahama, honestly, when I was growing up, I was told that angels had wings. This is the first time I'm seeing an angel with no wings, and that's President Mahama. To be very honest with you, I criticized him in his first tenure. Who haven't I criticized? People criticize me too. And they have come to realize that I criticize them not to destroy them, but to build. No malice, absolutely. I criticize people, I meet them, and I don't even remember that this one ever passed through my hot oven of critical baking.
Because in his first time, you did criticize him.
I did.
And it got you into trouble.
Exactly.
Do you remember?
Yes.
What exactly did you say?
Well, I mean, basically, I had said a lot about Mahama. Mm-hmm. And Mahama is that gentleman. He will listen. Does it carry weight? Does he want to react? Or does it want it to go? But it was when we spoke about the marijuana issue, the ganja issue, the 80% parliamentarians smoking ntampe. That was what dragged me to the Parliament House. So today I sit here as a philosopher, a man who was asking my nation to incline an ear to the marijuana talk, the bekwi, the ntampe. They should listen to the thing. And they saw me as a riff-raff who was high on something. And then they decided to embarrass me. It was in the days of Mahama. They dragged me to the Parliament House and tried to make me look like somebody who had no common sense. Today, it is one of the biggest conversations we have in my country, Ghana. Remember, right after that, I released Kofi Annan, say make we legalize it. Too long in Ghana, legalize the ganja. You know? Mm-hmm. Kofi Annan, you know? Kofi Annan, make we wise up and think. Let's legalize it and use it to solve our economic problems.
So you're following the legalization for industrial and medicinal uses. That's the conversation.
I am.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good. It exonerates me, and it makes me look like I'm ahead of some people by far, several years ahead. But it's all good. We come together to make it happen. Mm-hmm. So, basically that. So Mahama is an angel, and he's making things happen. And I'm so proud because by his actions, I'm seeing that a lot of African countries are coming together. Mm. Look at Zambia. Look, we had this fugu all over the place, and we're just playing chess with the fugu. All of a sudden, the Zambians started to tease us because of President Mahama, and the rest is history. Now the price of fugu has gone up. Fugu festivals are being held right there in Zambia. President says, bring me a truckload of fugu. The whole world is coming to see fugu. As we speak, President Mahama is in South Korea. A nation whose capital is Seoul. And they have about 90 million people in that capital alone. I think so. Yes, between 52 million, I think between 52 million and 60 million people. You see, and Kafui Dey, I tell you, man, this nation called South Korea is known as the Miracle on the Han River. The Miracle, that's the nickname. Mm-hmm. The Miracle on the Han, H-A-N River. Because it rose so sharply in industrialization and is rated as one of the countries in the world with the highest level of industrialization. I think it's number 72 or so. You know, that is where Mahama has found himself. He wants to find out what has made this country what it is. And the president there, the leader there, is full of praises for Mahama. I think that a leader like Mahama must be protected. He's one man who would help bring Africa together. Oh yes, and that way we can carry the vote.
Let's now take it all the way back to your earliest times. You're born in the mid-70s.
Yeah.
September 2.
Yes. Correct. 74.
On a day where there was a full moon.
Oh yes.
Did your parents ever tell you about the significance of that day that you were born?
Yes. I mean, my mother used to tell me that the full moon is very important. It means that you are a complete human being, you know. There's nothing you cannot do. Mm-hmm. Just put your mind to it and you will make it happen. You are a full human being. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody make you feel inferior. Move with it. And again, normally on the full moon, it doesn't rain. It's not every time. But normally, on the full moon, it doesn't rain. It simply tells you that the full moon is a very peaceful time. It's a time for you to reason. It's a time for you to see clearly without any storm and to be able to fix your eye on the prize. So I'm a full moon born and I love it, you know.
What was it like growing up in a devout Ahmadiyya Muslim household?
Wow. In fact, my upbringing as an Ahmadi has helped me a lot. I mean, Islam has a number of sects. Mm-hmm. The Shia, the Sunni. You know, I was born an Ahmadi Muslim.
What's the difference?
From Ahmadiyya.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference is simple. Significantly, it's the same Prophet of Islam, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But with the Ahmadi Muslims, they believe that there's one last prophet by name Ghulam Mahdi Ahmad, or Mahdi Ghulam Ahmad, from Qadian, Pakistan. Other Muslims don't want to hear that. They believe that there's something called Khatam an-Nabi, which means the seal of the prophets. After Prophet Muhammad, no other prophet would ever come. The Ahmadiyya people say, nah, one more prophet. And that prophet is equivalent to Jesus Christ. The second coming of Jesus Christ, that is that man called Ghulam Ahmad. So they know the Bible so well, they read the Bible a lot and all that. So I was raised as an Ahmadi, seeing Ghulam Ahmad as the last prophet, actually. Seeing, and is quote and unquote the bourgeoisie or the intellectual form of Islam. Don't take it too hard, but many people believe that, oh, these are the Muslims who like to wear the tie, the coat, they want to sit down and intellectually speak big English and talk that kind of thing. They are the kind of Muslims. See? So when Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha, the Eid, the festival, come, and GTV in those days went around, oh, the chief imam was here at the Zongo and this was, you know, you see the people. And when they take the cameras to the Ahmadiyya side, you see suits, coats, people seated there like that. You know, as if they were listening to a lecture. See? So basically that, you know, and many people just call them Fantinkramu because a lot of the members are actually Fantis or Akans.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah.
Both your parents were teachers.
Yeah.
What effect did that have on your life?
Oh, so much. In fact, it made me read a lot. In fact, I read everything in print, anything I saw on the wall. I remember coming up as a little boy, and I want to relive those days. People would come from different areas and hire me to read their letters that people had written from towns, cities, and villages. You know, in those days, letter writing.
Yes, it was a big thing.
There was no email. Yeah. There was nothing like the internet. The computers were not even there. Typewriter, king.
Yes,
you know,
you have to hear the sound, king.
You know.
So you were reading all those letters?
Yes,
It means you started reading at a quite young
very,
age.
very early. And people used to tip me and all that. I still remember some of the letters that I wrote, I read, and some I also wrote. They would talk to me and I'll write and all that. And my father used to be so proud of that. So that was the kind of life that I was thrown into. And I was introduced to the Tamale library very early. I went in there and I was reading so many books. I read all Tintin adventure series, comics and all that. Muguyaro in the newspapers and all that. There was a newspaper in the days called Confessions. It was one of my favorite newspapers that I read about people, and there was also PNP and all that. Gen Z would not know PNP, but this was a newspaper. The first Ghanaian full-color newspaper was called PNP. And I think that those days really shaping my life. And, there were books, less of TV, more of the books. And it was a big pride telling people, have you read this book? Have you read this author? Have you read that? Then you quote a few lines. We had the debating clubs where the ladies will come after those who could quote and articulate their views in debates and all that. Not those who are deep pockets, like it is in these days. No.
So you had a lot of feminine attention?
Oh, yes, so much. One, very handsome guy, coming from a family that could not be said to be poor. And thirdly, sharp. Because I won a lot of the quiz competitions. And when it came to debating club, I loved literature, English literature, later in school. And because of that, speaking, I'll quote some Shakespeare here, quote, Geoffrey Chaucer here, and all that. And, it made the sisters like me so much. They would come around me, and you could just see that, well, they were just admiring you, and made us feel good.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in Moshi Zongo and Abuabu? These are suburbs in Tamale.
Tamale, right?
Yes. What was it like?
Exactly. Abuabu was more of an upscale area. There's a bank there, Ghana Commercial Bank, where my mother used to save. I remember every time a salary came, she would just walk in there and sign a book. Then there was a bank book. She would sign it and all that. And, in those days, there were no computers. So the banker would write, oh, in red, you have come to take maybe 2 cedis from your salary. You are left with this amount of money, and that one will be written in blue. We had debit, we had credit, the lines and all that. Abu was so beautiful. The forest was so close, and Moshizongo was a deep ghetto.
How do you mean?
In fact, ghetto to the core. Moshizongo. You are in Tamale, and there's a Zongo in Tamale. That's Moshizongo. Moshizongo means the ghetto for the Moshi people. The Moses. That was where I was born. And I grew up, in fact, learning how to fight. Fight as in, how did they call those? Wrestle.
Wrestling, yes.
Wrestling. We're wrestling. And then you would come out as a champion. How many people have you been able to floor? And I still know some of those skills. When I hold you and we are holding each other, I know how to fly you up with just one, style of the leg. Because I grew up learning that, and that was a source of pride. And there was hardship in there. Diseases, hardship. We used to play football in the gutters and all that, but it was so sweet. In those days, diseases didn't kill us. In fact, there was no HIV/AIDS. In fact, there was only malaria. Malaria was the most deadly. But even with that, just boiling neem leaves and drinking that, you were okay. So it was safer than these days. So that was the difference between Abuabu. In fact, in Tamale, we call it Ababu. Even though it's Abuabu. But the Gbani pronunciations, Ababu. Oh, inshallah, Ababu. I'm going to Abuabu. But Moshizongo probably is the Nima of Tamale.
Rough and tough.
Rough and tough. And we supported each other
so
much.
What are some of the memorable days you experienced in Moshizongo?
I missed death twice, and I think that God intentionally left me because there was no way. I can't still understand why I didn't die. That's why I always give thanks to God. Sometimes I cry because those things happened. One, we went out swimming. This this boy doesn't know how to swim. I've never seen the sea, at least in those days. So we had a dam, which was supposed to be for the water and sewerage at the time. And they were pumping the water from there, and we children used to go in there and swim. Once in a while, people lost their lives because how many people can swim in Tamale? There is no water body there, kind of. So I went with my brothers to swim, and then I realized that I started going down. And this was a dam, big dam. It was slippery, so I was going down. I realized that my head couldn't. And in those days, as a Muslim, we're told that if you realize that you're about to die, that at this point, all you say is, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. It means, I bear witness that there is no God except Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. That's what is called a shahada. Every Muslim knows this. When you die, you go to heaven. I remember at that age, I was only about 7. I recited that prayer, held my breath, and I just told myself that I was going. Another thought was that, hey, my mother will cry because I was one of her favorite children. Then all of a sudden, as I was drifting away, one of my brethren, he's passed on now, he's Imurana. And I think God just put him there to save me and die later. Whatever he was doing in the water, he was a good swimmer, kind of. I was also going like that, trying to die peacefully. And it was believed that if you died in water, you go to heaven. So I made up my mind I was going to heaven. Then I held the guy's shorts. He thought a crocodile had held him. And he was running, trying to run out. And I held him. I said, no, this is my life. And then when he tried to come out and realized it was me, he now tried to carry me. A very good swimmer. He could be on the water. And I mean, if you have saved somebody drowning before, I was rather pushing him back so I could save myself. Later, he told me that from that day, me, I'm a water child. You see, I love water, but swimming? So I made sure that all my children that I have, they all can swim. As for me, for a reason, I've never been able to succeed with my swimming. Imurana was the one who saved me. But he later on passed on. Another time was when I was on a tree. I was a good climber. I'd climb to the top and pluck dawa dawa. Here we don't have dawa dawa. Dawa dawa, I think it's in the Volta too. You know, I pluck them, mangoes and all that. And the dawa tree is a rough. It has a rough back. So to climb it, in those days, my stomach here, everything was like
scraped.
All gone, like an alligator's skin. We climb to the top and pluck the, dawa dawa there. And my brethren will be down there, tall tree. And then I realized that I couldn't stand properly on the thing. One of the branches was about to break, and that was the only branch that was supporting a tree like 200 meters. 200 meters, too high? No, not 200, about 50, 60 meters. So high. And I just told myself I was coming down. And down there, water and sewerage had pipes, big pylons, big ones. And if I landed on it, this head was going to smash. And again, I said that prayer, God, I'm coming. Please console my mother because she will keep crying. And I dropped from the top there. Little boy. One of the branches just held me by what I was wearing, as thick as this. And I was there like that, hanging.
Like a lizard.
Like a lizard. That was what saved me. So somebody had to now climb.
And bring you down.
And bring me down. From that day, me and Trees.
Did it cane you?
Big beating. I took a beating as if it was the end of life. That was my story with trees. And I stopped climbing trees.
So no more water, no more trees.
I still shoot my music videos, my water bodies, and in water bodies.
But you don't enter them?
I don't like to swim.
No.
Yeah.
Would it be right for me to say that you were seen as a role model back when you were young, the ghetto intellectual?
Yes. In fact, my area was so deprived, I was the first person to wear a tie, a flying tie. And I bought it at the Abu Abu market, Bruniwewu. I went there.
Second-hand clothes.
Second-hand clothes. And there it was. And then I took it. I didn't even know how to tie it. I just
did a knot
around my neck. And yeah, everybody was. And in those days, honestly, it was the Christians on TV we saw. This was a predominantly Muslim area. And there I was with this tie. Hey, the ladies, the men, oh my God, they would praise you. Oh, you look nice. You look good. And yeah, that was how deprived it was. And because I was doing quite well in school, I was almost like a role model. Dressing, oh my God. My father made sure that, those ones were there. Yes. The nice shoes, the blah, blah, blah. So I've seen it all, honestly.
Where did you get the flair for writing plays, for directing and acting in dramas, for writing novels, stories? Where did you get that from?
Because I was doing literature in a way, I enjoyed plays, and in no time I was able to tell the difference between an act and a scene. And now I'll be able to navigate from an act to yet another act, an aside, and all that. As for the poems, in fact, they came so naturally because I read poems too, how to rhyme, what kind of rhyme, and all that. And because I was an avid reader, that was easy. So we founded the Ras Theatre Group. And I named that after Ras Kimono, my mentor. And I was writing all the plays and all the poems that, my members were reciting.
Do you still have the manuscripts of some of those plays?
Exactly. Those manuscripts are there. And I tried writing, some more. This. And it's easier to even do that.
And you took part in writing competitions?
Yes, sure. You're right. Wow. Yes. I mean, I was just telling somebody this story yesterday. I was at UST first year when there was a chance for a national story writing competition organized by the BBC British Council. And I just wrote and I sent it to a friend called Pesikuma. Wherever you are, big up yourself. And Pesikuma was supposed to mail the story for me. He left one sheet of paper. So the story became incomplete. And mailed the rest. Later I found, I said, oh, you mailed an incomplete story. Interestingly, they chose that story. Ooh. It was one of the winning stories.
Nice.
But they wrote that the story was incomplete. Therefore, when you are coming for your prize, bring that one. And I did. Oh my God. I remember that story was typed on an electronic computer. That one that you could and then you could also wipe it if there was a mistake in those days.
Yes, indeed.
So I got it and I went to the British Council there. It was exciting.
In Accra or in Tamale?
Accra.
In Accra.
I came to Accra on my own.
First time?
First time. There was a hotel there.
Close to British
No,
Council?
that was not the first time, but on my own, that was the first time. So I came, they gave me a hotel. There was a hotel then called Adishi Hotel around, there was also a Baha'i Faith, whatever around there.
Okay.
Oh, before Star FM.
Yes.
The building,
yes.
I think 2 buildings before Star FM.
Yes, on the same side as Star FM.
Same side.
Yes.
There was Adishi Hotel.
That's where you stayed.
Yes, and it was so beautiful. Air conditioning, everything was fine. The food was good. And then I met Amma Atayedu.
Oh, the great celebrated
Amma Atayedu.
Writer.
Some South African writers. I remember Mrs. Naidu. I don't remember the other name, Naidu.
South African.
And then there was also Shola from Nigeria, but she came from the UK. They brought all those people to mentor us and to take us through writing. And it was a big national thing.
What was it like meeting at Amma Atayedu?
Oh, wonderful.
Because you must have read some of her books before.
Yes, I did. And it was beautiful.
Has Ghana really celebrated her enough?
I don't think so. This was a literary giant. And I think that she was also a philosopher. And she was one of my heroines that really impressed me. One thing I can say, in the days of Rawlings, she was the education minister. And she said, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to achieve this. And when within 1 year she couldn't achieve that, she resigned. She wrote, by principle, I said I would achieve this. I couldn't. I resigned. And Rollins said, oh, stay. You said, no, no. And left. How many politicians do that today?
Politicians, eh?
Yes, politicians, So, I mean, I like Atayedu. Yes, Atayedu.
You attended quite a nice number of schools. Ahmadiyya Primary School, what's your abiding memory of that school?
Yeah, it was a beautiful school. My favorite teacher there was called Teacher Red.
What did that teacher teach?
Those days they taught everything.
Okay, so
mathematics, English, everything.
All play all.
And I liked him so much. Recently I got in contact with him.
Still alive?
Yes, still alive.
Nice.
And he's kicking, he's doing well. It was a nice school, and we walked all the way for about 2 hours to school. That was where Ahmadiyya Primary was, just before Lamashegu. And it was a nice school, and we used stones to demarcate Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. Sorry, Class 1, Class 2, Class 3.
Stones.
Stones, yeah. The queue at assembly, Class 1, stones. So you'll be there. This, I remember that clearly, and I remember that there was no toilet in the school.
How did you guys do your business?
We went free ranging. We went to the bush.
That's it.
Yes.
No encounters with serpents?
Well, once in a while. I think they had mercy on little innocent children. So they were not really biting us, But there was also a big mahogany tree, big one, right, on the campus. And that was where the women sold the rice and all that. I remember going to buy some food from there and all that. Sadly, recently, I think about 5 years ago, I went to Tamale and I wanted to go and revisit those things. Sit under that mahogany tree and just have fun. And I realized the school was not there.
What happened to the school?
They said some storm came and wiped it off.
Oh.
And the thing was gone. They had moved to another location not too far away from there. And it was not a replica of the old school. Oh.
How does that make you feel?
It made me feel bad. I wish that I could build it back. Yes, and my uncle was the head teacher.
How about Zugbeli JSS?
Zugbeli JSS was not too far away from Ahmadiyya JSS. And that was another nice place. I was the library prefect in the school, the youngest in the school.
Good position for you. You like books.
Yes, a lot. And my head teacher was called Atutiga. I remember that clearly. It was a beautiful school. And it was nice to go to that school and meet so many good people. And it was beautiful.
And then you ended up in Tamasco as well.
Tamasco, yes.
Secondary school.
Yeah, Tamale Secondary School. I was there for
a year.
About a year, yes.
How come?
My father was a crazy man. He took me to Tamale Secondary School, Tamasco. And in those days, when you finish JSS, not JHS.
Yes, junior secondary school.
JSS was junior secondary school. That was what was in my days. I entered in 1985 and finished in 1988. And straight when you finish, you went to secondary school, Form 4.
Exactly.
But a lot of them were not able to cope. In my days, they would let you come back by one. So you go to the 3rd year. That was where I was. And normally, we went to class F, the last class, as if to say fail. And when the results came, I topped my class. And I beat a lot of the old continuing students. My father was angry. He said, nah, you coming from the JSS and going to secondary school like that and doing so well, this is not the school I wanted to go to. With no disrespect to Tamasco. I mean, I love Tamasco, but my father was a crazy man. So he took me to T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School.
In Kumasi?
In Kumasi. Because in those days, he was told that it was one of the top schools there.
Maybe he wanted you to go to an Ahmadi school.
Well, he was more interested in the academics. And he made me start Form 1.
Well, he felt Tamasco was too easy for you?
Yes, exactly that. So he took me to Form 1. From being a senior, he brought me to Form 1, where I was a junior at Ahmadiyya Secondary School. And the first examination, out of our 27 students, I was 25th. And when the results came, he said, this is where I wanted to be. Yes.
Did you ever ask him why he did that?
Yes, I did. He said that he felt I was too comfortable in the north, and he didn't feel there was enough competition in the schools in Tamale at the time. And I thought that he was right.
Was that the first time you went to Kumasi?
Yes.
Did you get a culture shock?
Yes.
What
My pronunciation of words, people teased me.
Really?
You know, even my style of dressing.
How did
They
you dress?
teased me. You know, interestingly, in those days, you know, we bought a lot of things from the second-hand market.
Yeah.
So we didn't know the difference as little boys coming up in Tamale, that there was something called female trousers and the male ones. So I bought my trousers, and the flap pointed to the other side is for females.
Which is for the women.
Or women. I didn't know. So I wore that feeling good. Say, mata, 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 mata. Mata means woman, woman, woman. They used to call that mata.
Uh-huh. Is that woman in the
In Hausa.
In Hausa?
Right there in Kumasi. Say, mata, mata, mata. Hey, wait. These people, why? What's and then the shirt too.
Did you understand Hausa then?
Of course I did.
You did, okay.
The shirt, the buttons.
Buttons for women.
There was a day I wore a female top, female down. Interestingly,
What color? Pink?
I think it was almost pink, palish pink. Sadly, Raskaf.
You were getting in touch with your feminine side, man.
Oh my God. Sadly,
Yes.
my mother had a younger sister who was selling female panties. I mean, underwear.
No way.
And when
Please.
I was going to school, she gave me some. After all, it's going to be hidden.
Nobody go see.
Nobody could see. At that time, they had some kind of female panties that had a flower in the front there. That was what she gave me. There was a name we called it. Maybe I should talk to my little sister. She should be able to remember.
It's not Pioto.
Not Pieto. Saint something. Saint Michael's.
St. Michael's.
Yes, Saint Michael's.
St. Michael's, yes. British brand.
Yes.
With the
Yeah.
flower.
Flower, like a rose flower.
You had a flower in front of you.
Oh my God, there, and had some holes, you know,
What color
for
were
air,
these
fresh air.
panties, man? What color were these panties?
Oh my God, some of them were red, some of them were yellow, some were pink, and I wore this inside. And
with
again,
with your female trousers. on
with my
top.
female trousers on top and female top, and I felt like, yeah, you know,
I'm in town.
British scholar, you know. Today I look back at those days and I laugh. And when I went to Kumasi, I was a day student. I used to live in a family house.
Okay, in Kumasi.
Yes, 1 month, 1 semester, 1 term before I became a boarding student. And when I washed the panties and put them on the line, you know what happened to them?
No,
Some females stole them.
they were that good.
They stole them, hang them there, because this is a deprived area. It's like a zongo.
Yeah, man.
You a male, what are you wearing a female panty for?
Let's take it from you.
So they took those things from me. I remember that very clearly like yesterday. This is my life. I've never told my children this. This is the first time I am mentioning this, and it just came. As much as possible, I want to forget this. But in secondary school, I had 1 or 2, and when the boys started teasing me about this, and oh no, the flap doesn't have to be here, Kumasi really taught me how to dress. And I tell my friends, you know, and I now went to the tailor. He shifted the flap.
Oh,
to the
yeah,
other
they were able to
side.
shift.
Yes.
They were able to shift. The
Oh
flap.
yes. Oh, easy alteration.
Well, they can shift the steering wheel from right to left. So what is a flap, man?
And the buttons, they took everything up, put them here, and then made new holes. And I wore them cool.
You don't have to buy anything new. Shout out to Osekrum. They gave you style, man.
Yeah, they did. They did. Big up Osekro.
Big up.
In fact,
forever.
I learned a lot. For how many years? From Form 1 to Upper 6, then to university, all in Kumasi.
Kumasi.
I think that I'm a Kumasi boy.
How was your tree before you went to Kumasi?
Terrible.
So it
Terrible.
It shaped it for you.
My father went to Sefiwi Osun Secondary School with Asante Hine.
Oh, really?
He and Asante Hine were mates, and they were close friends.
Current Asante Hine?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
In fact, At their anniversary recently, I think 75th or so, they met again and they had fun, pictures and all that. You know? Yeah.
So Kumasi, you loved Kumasi?
I loved Kumasi so much. Kumasi was beautiful. It taught me a lot. I saw so many new things. I think my life today, I would say I would credit a lot of it to my life in Kumasi.
What was the highlight of your TI Amma's days in Kumasi?
Yeah.
What was your highlight?
When I was competing for dining hall prefect. I knew the house I was coming from, and I knew that food was important. The library prefect wanted me to be the library prefect. They wanted me to be the library prefect. I said, nah, I have to go for the food. And then I contested. In those days, dining hall prefects were huge. They called them chomen, big and heavy. But I was just this little slim thing. But I could speak well. And I spoke well. I had 78% of the votes. And I became the dining hall prefect. For the first time, the dining hall was turned into a literally class. Yes, a class of literature. Come there, you talk nicely, you quote a few things and the whole place will be ablaze. Or like, no food is leaving the hall. Nobody walks around. No. It became so beautiful.
Gentle.
Yes. And I think that those were the high points.
And after Amma's, you went straight to KNUST?
Yes, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Back then, did you do national service after
I did.
A-level?
I did.
So where did you do your national service?
I did my national service at a school in Tamale. So it was called just next to Tamasco. I taught French there.
Oh.
You know, I
did?
studied some French.
You studied some French?
Yes,
bon?
yes. Oh, yeah.
Tu parles un
Je
peu?
parle un peu français.
Okay.
Je sais que tu parles bien français.
Un petit peu.
Toi, tu es mon professeur.
Tu parles un peu. So how was that like, man, teaching French?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, I taught them some French songs that I learned in school.
Yeah, can you remember any of them?
Yes. Le Seigneur nous a aimés comme on n'a jamais aimé. Il nous guide chaque jour comme une étoile dans la nuit. Si nous partageons le pain, il nous donne son amour. C'est le pain et l'amitié, le pain de Dieu. C'est mon corps, prenez, mangez. C'est mon sang, prenez, buvez. Car je suis la vie et je suis l'amour. C'est le pain de l'amitié, le pain de Dieu.
You got it. What were your subjects at A-level?
A-level, I studied geography, I studied economics and French.
Ah,
yes.
Nice, good combinations. At that time, what were your ambitions?
I initially wanted to be a doctor, then I didn't like the sight of blood. So I decided that no, that was not meant for me. So my father wanted me to be a fire engineer and all that.
Why?
Yeah, because he was a fireman. In fact, he was dealing in fire extinguishers and he was making so much money and he saw the fire engineers as great guys, so he wanted his son to be one.
So in addition to being a teacher, he was also a businessman. Your father?
Good.
Yeah.
So in those days, it was not allowed to do business and teach at the same time. So he resigned from the teaching field and left my mother there, and then he held on to his business.
Fire business.
Yes. So, but I honestly wanted to study law. I wanted to move on and be a lawyer.
Why?
Because I love to argue, I love to debate and all that. But with time, I felt so much in love with geography, and I probably wanted to do something with geography. So at the University of Science and Technology, I studied land economy, which had something to do with geography and economics and all that. Yeah.
What was tech like back in the day?
Tech was nice. Tech was beautiful.
It was 1997 to 2001.
Yes. Yeah. And that was the beginning of everything. That was where life turned me around. I mean, all the suits and all those things I used to wear. When I entered tech, I met some Rastas, and then we started to reason time after time, and there was one of my very top Rasta friends was Hope Jiekpo. I remember that name properly. He was from the Volta region, but he was called Ras Shao. Then there was also Nathan Kuma, aka Ras Bumba. So they were.
Is he the musician?
Me. Yes, the musician Ras Bumba.
Yes, Ras Bumba.
Yes, he was far ahead of me at UST when I got there. So they schooled me, And with time, I just told myself that, well, it's time to wear my locks.
So you started growing the locks
Yes.
at UST?
UST Kumasi.
Okay. So you were a bald head almost like me back when you started?
Oh, yes. Then I started to grow my locks. And then I started to record reggae.
What was the reaction when you started growing your locks? Did you take the locks back home?
Oh, my God. I did.
What did your parents?
I tried 3 times. First time, my mother said, I hear that you have joined the madmen. Is it true? I said, oh, don't mind them, it's a lie. He said, but why are you wearing this hat? I said, oh, it's because of the dust. He said, don't let me see you wear the hat again. I beg you. So I just put the hair in hot water, softened it, and I combed it out.
Like an afro?
Like an afro. And I brought it to her. I said, oh, I knew that my son would never do this. I tried the second time. Hey, opposition. Third time, my sister, Mansoura, was the one. Hey, Brahmed, Yai Rasta. Yai Rasta. Our brother Ahmed has gone to, grow dreadlocks. And she was laughing as if it was a crazy thing. I said, today, this Rasta there, I'll keep it. And my mother, I came out one day, she saw one lock come out like that. She wept like a baby. I remember that clearly. Say, because of me, for my sake, take off this thing. I said, I beg you. I took it off twice for you. For my sake, allow me to wear it for the first time.
Where was your daddy?
My daddy, so much pressure was brought to bear on him. He said I should leave the house. I said, okay. I started packing my things. In Tamale, there are so many abandoned houses there.
You moved into one of them?
So many abandoned houses. Baga area there. I just went and talked to one watchman. And he said, oh, come. Me, I even want somebody to come and be here with me. So I started packing my things. And my father saw me walking out. He called me, said, so it means that you are bent on carrying this thing. One day, don't ever say that you were not trained properly and that because we didn't stop you from walking into danger, that's why you ended up like that. In Hausa, you say, Kachire al-Hachina. I wash my hands off. Don't ever blame me for anything bad.
How did you feel when your father said
I felt bad. I sat in the room. And 2 of my friends who were trying to help me with my music said, hey, Tamale, father and mother, my God. They said, once your mother says no and your father says no, we can't be with you. And they left. But I told myself, 2 things. If I go back to the university campus, Ras, Shao, and Bumba will realize that I combed off again. Am I joking with the thing? No, I'll wear it. And I wore it. Thankfully, that same year, BBC interviewed me for my new album, played my music, and my father's younger brother, Musa, he also passed on recently, heard it. He was a BBC person. He loved BBC. Heard it and told my father, hey, your son, our son, was on BBC. Blah, 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 blah. And then my father started to love the vibe. It wasn't long when I released Barack Obama. And then it was all over the place.
2007.
Oh, yes, 2007. And he was a contractor, so he went looking for a contract. And they had lined them up. He was sitting down there patiently waiting for his turn. The boss came into the building and his phone started to ring. And the ringtone was, Mama, come make we talk. Barack Obama. And my father walked up to him and said, oh, that's my son's music. He looked at him. These contractors too, they have tricks. Who is your son? So my son is Blakk Rasta. He said, oh, really? Is he not a Jamaican? No. He's my son. That's my firstborn. And 2 other people there knew it. So they said, yeah, it's true. He said, are you sure? This song? Come. And he got the job. Straight up. No interview, nothing. It was some big money. He and the man became friends. So he began to feel that this is probably the cause of my son. He could be brilliant in school, but not necessarily an academic. The fact that you have the degrees does not necessarily make you an academic. Maybe that is not his calling. So before he left the world, he had seen the achievements, humble achievements, and he was sure that this was what my calling was. I had made him proud.
Did Mama change her mind?
Yes, she did. Even though later women She said, my son, I thought that you were going to wear this thing for only about 10 years and then you shave and grow again and all that. I said, oh, we don't shave and grow. We don't shave and grow. But look at your beard. It makes you look like, some of the mad men on the street. My son cannot be mad. I said, I'm not mad, and you know it. I speak well. People respect me. But anyway, like that. Honestly, she wished that I had shaved off. But she was proud of me. She was.
Is she still with us?
She passed on.
May they rest in peace.
They are both gone.
May they rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
When did you take the name Blakk Rasta?
That was at the University for Development Studies, UDS, in Navrongo. I went there for 1 year. In those days, they were...
after UST?
No. After sixth form, after national service, they were early to admit students.
Yes.
So I decided to go there and taste university life.
Okay.
Before going to the university of my...
of your choice.
And
so what course did they give you at UDS?
Good Development Studies.
Okay.
That was what they gave. It was a nice course, but conditions there were quite harsh. Moreover, the university was not there.
Yeah, it was new. It was new also.
There were chacha flies on campus. So many. I don't know how many people know those chacha flies. They bite you and then you fall asleep.
Yeah.
They were there on campus, water issues, and all that. The school bus would have come and pick us every Saturday, take us to the market to go and buy tomatoes and all that and come. It was far to, those things. And I just told myself that, what? Let me go to another university, and UST was my choice. I wanted to go there.
But that's where you got the name Blakk Rasta.
That's where I got the name.
Gave it, you gave it to yourself, or somebody gave it to you?
There was a white guy who came on campus and was drinking pito, and then chewing a lot of pork. That place is full of pork and pito. And my friend said he had locks, and they said, "Yeah, Rasta man, your friend is here." And when I came out, he was eating pork. I said, "Yeah, but he's the white Rasta, I am the Blakk Rasta. I don't eat pork and I don't drink." And the name just stuck. Blakk Rasta, Blakk Rasta, Blakk Rasta. And it stuck. And I felt it was nice.
But your black is spelled with 2 Ks.
Yes, BLAKK, because I wanted to run away from the negativity of the English dictionary. Where the black section of every English dictionary is like doom, black spot, black eye, black this, black that. Everything black there is demonic. So I decided to change the thing and make it Blakk, BLAKK.
What religion are you following? Are you a Rastafarian?
Well, I think that I am one of every religion. Right now, I'm not religious. Honestly, I've run away from religion. For me, I think that religion is a phase. Religion is like kindergarten. When you go into it, you don't stay in kindergarten, you grow. Nobody should ever stay in religion. You must grow into spirituality. And Haile Selassie said that a lot of times in his speech. Even Jesus. Jesus, when he arrived, the people were religious people. And I recommend that people should find time and read Beyond the Rivers in Ethiopia by Pastor Mensa Otabel. He looks at some of these things. Jesus came and saw religion. Oh, Moses said we shouldn't do this. Moses said we shouldn't eat this. Moses says on this day we shouldn't do that. That's pure religion. Wear this before you can go and pray. You must wash your hair and hair before you can go and pray. That's religion. And for me, honestly, I don't want to be religious. I feel like I am a robot. Somebody sitting somewhere manipulating. On Sunday, wear red and go to this place. On Friday, go and pray. 1 o'clock, pray. 2 o'clock, pray. No, I feel like a chobi.
You don't miss the 5 prayers of Islam?
In fact, to be honest with you, I think it's a relief. Because I used to pray 5 times every day for 42 years of my life. Well, from the childhood days cut out. And Ramadan, I still love Ramadan and I pray. And Islam has shaped me, and I love and respect Islam for its rules. But I think that I have grown out of religion. I don't want any religion to tell me that on Friday go and pray. I want to pray when my spirit tells me to pray, because God created me in his image. So he is in me, I am in him, and he moves me and says do this and do that. I don't want to be robotized. Friday go and pray. Don't eat this. Don't eat at this time. Eat at this time. You know, when a fly falls in your food, push it deeper into the food before you eat it. That's what Islam says.
Really?
Yes. Islam says when you are eating food and a fly, house fly, falls into it, push it deeper and soak it in it before you throw it away and eat. Why? It says half of the side of the house fly is poisonous, and the other half is the medicine for the poison. So when it falls in there, you don't know whether it's the poisonous part that is in the soup or
The medicinal part.
the medicinal part. So what you do is soak it inside so that you neutralize the effect. I cannot stand a house fly in my food. When I see a house fly, I can't even eat the food. See? And Islam is not against the eating of animals. I don't like to eat animals. I see them as my friends.
When did you stop eating animals?
Good question. I stopped eating it somewhere in 2000, year 2000. You know?
So 26 years now.
Yes, yes. Never eaten meat.
Which animal did you stop eating first?
All animals. My biggest problem was eggs. It took me time, about a year, before I could say eggs go away, because I loved eggs, fried eggs, you know, with onions and some tomatoes in there. And I would fry that in those days with margarine. See? And then I used not to beat my eggs. I just go pa, ta, pa, ta, pa, ta, like that. And the yolk would sit in it like on a throne. You know, soak it in the oil. And I could eat that for breakfast, lunch, supper. I wouldn't miss fufu. If I hadn't stopped and become a vegetarian, I'm sure by now I would have died from heart attack. I was eating too many eggs. See? So I think that my non-religiousness has helped me. Now I sit down and listen to myself. Blakk Rasta, pray. And I start to pray. Whatever it is that is going to befall me or the world that you want me to pray, I pray, I pray, I pray. But I am a mentee, a disciple of Jesus Christ.
Did you lose Muslim friends when you converted to Rasta?
Oh yeah, I mean I did. There was a family friend who ordered that I should be killed.
No way.
Yeah, there was a family friend.
He ordered?
In fact, a family member from my former wife's, my wife who passed on, her side. He's in Senegal, that guy.
He ordered?
He ordered.
Who did he order?
He ordered the family to make sure that I was killed. Because in Islam, once you are a Muslim, you must stay a Muslim forever. If you ever change from being a Muslim, they should kill you. That is what is called apostasy in Islam. I don't want to belong to a religion where I can't live. I don't want to belong to a cult where I can't live. I want to be free. Anytime I want to live, I want to live. It's not every Muslim who believes in that, though. Some Muslims don't believe in, like Ahmadi Muslims, they don't believe in this apostasy thing where if you leave, you have to be slaughtered.
So the man who ordered your death was not an Ahmadi?
No.
Okay.
No, my wife's side was non-Ahmadi. He ordered that I should be killed.
You heard the order?
Yes!
How did it make you feel?
Well, it made me thank God that I left religion. Because if religion is superior to brotherliness, the same blood flows in us, and you see religion as bigger and better than our brotherliness, then I don't want to belong to that club. And that's what religion teaches. Religion is superior to everything. Leave your mother and come and follow religion. Leave your sister and come and follow religion. That is what it teaches. Tell me one religion that does not tell you, oh, forget about your mother and come and follow religion. The only time most of these religions say that, that you should disobey your mother or father is when they talk against the religion. Obey them every time. But if they say don't go and pray, disobey. Yes. Why should I belong to a club or a religion that looks for my head when I decide to make a decision? You are happy when I join the religion. You dance around me. You know, you want people to join, but you don't want people to leave. And some will even become so radical they can bomb planes and kill people because I don't share the same belief with you. Hey, what is that? I don't agree with you now. Doesn't mean that I won't agree with you tomorrow. Maybe today I've moved away from religion. Who knows? The same way I entered and left, I could return. If you kill me today because of apostasy, how do I return to the religion? It doesn't make sense. That is why I have decided. That's why Jesus Christ is my mentor. Because he preached against religion. He told them, you these guys who used to bring fowls and bears and to atone for sins, you don't need that. You don't need that anymore. Those of you who used to come and stand on a particular mountain and pray, you don't need that. Now, anywhere you stand, you can pray. Yes, listen to your heart. Out of the 10 commandments, he says there are now 2. All the 8 come under the 2. Believe that there is one God, the living God, your maker, your creator. And 2, that's the best part of it. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Look at the teaching of Christ. He's always telling you, if you serve your brother, I am the one you serve. Today on my show, I talked about Mark 9:35. And yay, it touched me so much. He's still talking. He says, if you want to be the leader, start by being the last and the servant. Hey! Is that not powerful? Serve the people. Say, oh Lord, when did you come and I didn't see you? Say, that wretched person who came knocking on your door, that was me. Hey. But we didn't know that it was you. Did you have to know that it was me before you would give me something to eat? Humanity first. That's what attracted me to Jesus Christ. I want to be free. I want to be able to do what I want to do. Listen to my heart. Listen to my conscience. And not to be tied down by too many rules like in politics. No wonder Majek Fashek said, religion na politics.
Maybe so. Blakk Rasta. What does this name mean to you? Osman Habib Dollar.
Oh, wow. Osman, yeah man, love and respect. He introduced me to reggae music. He used to play Ras Kimono, you know. Harumba style, style. These are on Rumba, 1988. And then I heard him play it and he would sing. We'll be riding the bicycle in Tamale, he'll be singing, Harumba style, style. I said, hey, what is that? Then he played it from his cassette. And then I loved it and I listened to the lyrics. That was the beginning of my journey. Yeah, man, in reggae, I started to love the thing at that age. Because in my house, it was all about cowboy music, countryside music, Texas. My father would play, growing old, I wish I'll never grow old. Like that. Those kind of songs.
Yes.
Then I went home with my heart hitting reggae.
Ras Kimono?
Ras Kimono. I wrote to Ras Kimono via a program in Nigeria, on Nigerian radio. In those days on SW2.
Shortwave.
Gen Z will not know SW2.
Shortwave radio.
Shortwave. I wrote to them.
What did you write?
I said, there's your countryman that I love so much. Please let him just give me a hug and I'm okay. Even if I don't go to heaven. They read it on radio. And I listened to, in those days, the waves would come to Ghana.
Yes.
Von Link Up was the title of the show. Von. That's Von, V-O-N, Voice of Nigeria Link Up. And then they sent the letter to Kimono. Kimono responded and wrote to me.
What did he say?
He said, thank you so much for loving my music. I hope that when I come to Ghana or you come to Nigeria, we'll be able to meet. And blah, blah. Oh, Lord. Oh. And my association with Kimono is what has put me here right now.
Did you ever meet him?
Yes, I did several times. In fact, we were so close.
Whoa.
I brought him to Ghana a couple of times to play. I'll go to Nigeria and be with him. Since he passed on, I've not been to Nigeria.
Tell us about the first time you met him.
Hey, first time was at City Hotel, then called City Hotel.
In Kumasi.
And the first time I saw a glass door opening into two upon approaching the thing.
it, yes.
It was not in my village. I couldn't see it in Kumasi. There was nowhere. I think in the whole of Accra, that was the only place that thing was.
City Hotel Accra.
City Hotel Accra. In the days, I think this was 1991.
Where is City Hotel now? Where would that be? Novotel?
Oh, now it's called it's called Novotel.
Okay. It's now Accra City. It's called Accra City Hotel now.
Accra City.
Yes. So Novotel. So formerly Novotel.
Novotel. City Hotel is in Kumasi.
Yes. So the door opened.
It opened. I just approached the door and it opened and I stepped back because I thought somebody had opened it from the back and was coming out. You know, I walked in and then there was a TV program going on. Oh my God. Azigza used to do a certain program on TV. There was a lady who was also doing it. I'm trying to remember. They were shooting it there. It was on GTV. So beautiful. I watched them for the first time. These people I was seeing on TV. That was the day I met Kimono. I went to the hotel and there he was coming from the stairs. He saw me and I approached him. Handsome, nice. Oh my God.
Under pressure?
Under pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, then under pressure. Was under pressure out? Then he hugged me. He was happy to see me. And we took some pictures. Oh, when I really, those days, Yashica camera. There was a film inside. You take it and then you print. When I printed them out and took them to Tamale,
you were the man in town.
Instant hero. It was good. Meeting Kimono. Later we became so close. I was with him till he passed on at the age of 60.
What was it like to hear that he had gone?
It was sad. 2 weeks before he passed on, I had a dream that I saw him on a hospital stretcher. And he was sick. He and another artist. But he survived. But the other artist passed on. That was what I saw in the dream. So I called him midnight. He was in America and I told him, Kimono, I had a dream about you. I'm scared. I just woke up from that dream. He said, did you dream I died? I said, yes, I dreamed that you were on a hospital stretcher and the way it was, you were about to die, but it looked like you survived. He said, a prophetess in Nigeria just called me too about the same thing. So he was teasing the other artist, Oris Wilike. Oh, my son, pray for me now. It's like with you. You two get your son to pray for you. You will die before me. Like joke, like joke. Kimono died the same way I saw him on the hospital stretcher. And his family knows this. His daughter, Oge, knew this conversation. And she told me that, in fact, about 5 people had told him within that period that they had seen in dreams.
Wow.
You know, good people, before any calamity befalls them, nature,
Science,
God has a way of revealing it to some people who might want them to stay away. Yeah, Kimono passed on.
Is that what some of these prophets have been taking advantage of and telling people all kinds of stories?
Yes, I think so. I think that a lot of them get that hint and then they over-spiritualize it and make it look like, I believe in prophecy,
You do?
Yes, I do a lot. I believe in prophecy, but I think some people are taking advantage of it and they are becoming charlatanic. Yes.
What should be the punishment for the charlatanic ones?
I think that they should be taken away from the public and put in jail to suffer a lot. And when they return, they'll be better people. That's what I think. The charlatanic ones. Those who see nothing, they just go about lying and stealing from the people. They are there. Like Obinim. I don't see how I can follow a bleached face man to lead me to God. Obinim, from the start, I knew that this guy was a charlatan. Until he himself came out and said that he had lied so many times to the church. He said he could turn into a snake. He could turn into a scorpion. He was an angel with wings and things. He said all those things that they were charades. I was glad he said that, and he earned my respect. He said it. And these days when you watch him, He's a little more sober. And I think that he should just remain there. Preach the word. If you see anything, talk. But don't deceive the people.
And then the ones who are selling handkerchiefs and oils.
And all that. You know, they're trying to work it out. You know, they're playing on the faith of the people. I honestly don't have a problem if you don't commercialize it. But it is all commercial. I mean, I went to TB Joshua. He invited me. Prophet TB Joshua. He never sold anything to me. You know, he gave me his water, anointing water, and a few other things. And they worked.
They did?
Oh, yes, they did.
What did they heal for you of?
There are some things I will not be able to put up, but there were some habits that I had that were very bad and terrible. And when I took the water and came home, in fact, before I even took the water from him, I had gone to sent somebody to his church to bring the water. Mm-hmm. And when I used it, instantly, I lost interest in those habits.
You
they
drank
were
it
gone.
Or you bathed in it?
Well, I just prayed on my face, and then I prayed and said, God, I have tried to kick this habit. It is still here with me. If this is anything to go by, let your power work through it. I didn't even want to do those things again.
That's it.
Gone.
So for you it works.
Up till now. How many years ago? See? Mm-hmm. That was what happened. I believe in the prophets, the genuine ones. Recently I was in Uganda to meet Prophet Kakande. And, you know, I had met him at TB Joshua's church, and we had become friends quite much. And we went through a prayer and prophetic, which went viral in Ghana. Hey, we saw Blakk Rasta there. We saw Blakk Rasta there. See? And I believe that my meeting with the man has done a lot. So much. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed. I say, hey, so this happened. So that happened. That happened. It changed me from something to something. I'm excited.
I can see. Do you feel that religious activity should be regulated the way they do it in Rwanda, where, for example, if you don't have a degree in theology, you cannot, the government will not allow you to preach as a Muslim or Christian cleric? Do you think it should be regulation?
I think that is because some things happened. That's why that regulation came. Mm. But religion should never be regulated. Somebody is there, he's never even gone to class 1. Like Prophet Salfo Amuakun, is not Archbishop. He can prophesy from morning till night. He was a Muslim. He was supposed to be a liman or imam in Kumasi Dey. And then he became a Christian. He's one of my favorite prophets. I love him. You know, he never went to class 1. If you have to go to university and have a degree in theology before you can do these things, God doesn't call people like that by your degree. And it's not by pedigree either. It is just by the grace. Which university did Jesus Christ go to? Moses, which university? Did he have a degree in theology? But I understand why some of these laws have to come, because of the charlatans. Unfortunately, it is one of the hazards of the thing.
Indeed. Let's move away from religion to music. When I say keep on rocking, I Rastas, what does that mean to you?
The very first song that I wrote, you know, and it was from a melody I heard Ras Kimono sing. I beg you keep on rocking, rocking it up, rocking it down. I love you, Bojaja loves you more. If you love me, raise up your hand. And This was written in 1999. You know, so I wrote it, and then I went into the studio with the help of my producer at the time, Ras Kimono, who is now a full-blown pastor in Paris, France. In fact, he produced it, and it came out as a big hit.
Recorded where?
In the northern regions.
Where was it recorded?
Good album? One. Sid Studios. Sidu Kubuari.
Jowulu. Okay.
That was where I recorded that. And Margaret Binde was the one who did the backing vocals.
Who was the engineer?
He's passed on now. It was called Boat. Uncle Boat.
Sid Studio.
Yes, Sid Studios. He was the one who did the engineering.
Was that the Rasta Shrine?
The Rasta Shrine
That's
album.
your first album.
First album.
Okay.
And it was big. It defined me.
Africa Sweet.
Yeah.
There's a song like that.
Yeah, big song. I've been going around the world. I've been going around the world. I've never seen a place as nice as Africa. Welcome, 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 come to Africa. Welcome, everyone. Oh my. When this song came out, it was huge, big. And it made me a superstar. Bolga people wanted to see me. Tamale wanted to see me. Wa wanted to see me. The whole of the northern region was locked. And I was very fortunate to have TV Africa play it regularly. In fact, I was so fortunate. In those days, they would only play the video if it was on Betacam.
Yeah, the technology.
Yes, and I was glad somebody put my music on it, and then they started to play that.
So after Rasta Shrine, there was More Fire.
More Fire came
2002.
out. Yes.
Ganja Minister.
Ganja Minister,
2000.
yes.
Who is the Ganja Minister?
Well, I called myself the Ganja Minister. I remember I gave the album to Talal Fatal, and he refused to touch it because he saw the title Ganja. He wanted to help me. I had called him and he said, oh, come. I will support you. I like your music. I've seen the video. Come. When I went and I gave him the album, I said, Ganja Minister. I said, I can't take this home. My children will be spoiled. I remember that clearly, like yesterday. He pushed the album. He said, the best I can do for now is the video that you have, I'll give you 1 month free on an advertising cycle. And it helped. He wasn't ready to promote Ganja Minister.
So who promoted it?
I did it myself. There's one of the songs on the album was banned.
What title?
Ganja Sweet. Ganja Sweet, Ganja Nice, legalize it. Ganja Sweet, Ganja Nice, free the people. One Saturday, I take a stroll down a ghetto. Policeman and soldier man, them bitter people. The ganja man, they make him small like a tadpole. But Jaja know, we not go give up till Shiloh. You know? That was the song when it came out.
Who banned it? Who banned it?
GBC refused to play it, not to be played. And the TV stations were not ready for the video. I think I overdid things because that video had a lot of smoking in it. And it's still online. It's called Ganja Sweet.
Yes, from the Ganja Minister album.
Yeah, Ganja Minister. There was so much smoking in it, you know, and all that. I mean, if it were today, I would do a different concept
style
of video, yeah.
Then Natty Bongo, you were releasing an album every 2 years.
Yes.
Natty Bongo was 2006.
Yes. Natty Bongo was the album that never had any promotion. Natty Bongo was recorded. And when we finished, I had worked with Zap Mallet for the first time. And he loved the vibes and all that. Hey, it was a big pride working with Zap Mallet. You know, and when the album was released, I think 2 days after it was released, I had the inspiration to do Barack Obama.
After the album was taken
After the album just came out. But I needed time to promote it. In those days, you had to do 2 years before. So it kept bothering me. And then Zap moved to his own studio. One day I was passing in front of his studio and he called me in. We went there and he said, record something, record something. I was singing Obama. Back. Okay, yeah, the chorus. We finished it in just a few hours. And that was the breaking point.
And Neil Ante was on that album as well.
He was.
Yes.
Then Neil Ante was dating his wife. And they were sitting in a corner kissing, you know, kissing. Oh my God, I remember that. And I went to him and said, Neil Ante,
stop the kissing and come and sing.
Please stop the kissing and come and sing. And he said, yeah, I'm coming. Then he pretended he was going to stand up. And then when I went into the studio, he sat back and continued the kissing. I went 3 times. Later, he told me that, Blakk, you know, say, he left small, like I want left self, go left you. Because that song that I don't want to do, that they sound kindergarten to me. The horns, param, param, pam, param, pam. It was.
He didn't know, eh?
He said it sounded too kindergarten. And, you know, Neil Ante knows music so much.
Yes.
So he didn't want to be associated with it. But, you know, he was a little shy of me. And he decided that he would come and do it. So he just came into the studio, wrote a few lines. And then, Precious Sheep, he sang it. He told me, Blakk Rasta, if there's any lesson I've learned from music, is that I will never underrate any music again all my life. And he told the same story with Michael Jamina's
Yes, Ngozi.
Ngozi.
Yes.
Michael Jamina was recording in the same studio and asked Neil Ante to come and sing. And Neil Ante was dragging his feet, kind of. But he came and sang it. When he finished, he took the recording to the house and played it. And the family was like, oh, but what is this? What is it? And the song became a big hit.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's the story of Obama right after Natty Bongo. Up till now, I don't even remember the songs on Natty Bongo. In fact,
you released the Obama song in the run-up to the election.
Yes.
That brought
2007
Barack Obama
November.
in. Yes.
Yes, 2007 November. That was when it came out.
He visited Ghana in 2009.
Yes, he did.
Did you get to meet him?
Oh, yes, I did. I mean, they invited me. I mean, political shenanigans. But at the end of the day, I met with him. He was insisting that he needed to see me. And I remember in the days, Graphic published a whole article, the real reason Obama came to Ghana. And that article, whoever wrote that article, I have to look for him. He was so prophetic. He said, yes, Obama said he came to Ghana because of the good governance and blah, blah, and all that. But the hidden reason, has anybody thought of that he came to thank Blakk Rasta for the song?
And not to just visit the castles?
Exactly. He came. I met with him. Victor Smith did his part. Haruna Idrisu did his part. Even Baba Jamal. And this Radio Gold man who passed on a few years ago, Bafu Bonnie, they were those. And then when I came in and met the man.
What was he like personally?
So huge and tall. He was so tall. I had to raise my head to look at. And his eyes were, there's some kind of blue in the eyes. And I remember that I was shy looking into the eyes, you know, shook my hand. His hand was like ice. Cool. You know, yes, shook my hand and said, yeah, your song inspired me to victory. And the way he said it, I could see tears in his eyes. And they said, please, don't say no. I want to have a photograph with you.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what he said. And we turned. I said, yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. And then we turned like this, but the cameras were here. And everybody started laughing. So we had to turn again and face the cameras. Before I met Obama, you know, there was this political thing. They didn't want me to see him.
Yes.
So I told a photojournalist then, working with Joy FM, I think he's still working with them. It's called
David Ando.
David Ando. Wow. David Ando. David, please, when you see Obama coming in and you can see me even far away, please take a shot so that I can tell people that I was there when Obama came.
In the same room.
So he tried. The moment Obama came in, before he even sat down, I was the one he wanted to see.
One time.
And he took about 100 photographs.
Rapid fire.
Oh my God. And that was what told us the story.
Where has that song taken you?
Places where Satan will never take you to. Trust me. It was only God. Hey, I have performed in so many countries because of this song called Barack Obama. It's endeared me to so many people. Hey, Raskaf, there is no country I go to and I want to see the president and I, Blakk Rasta, I'm unable to see him. I went to Israel. I said I wanted to see the president of Israel, the leader, Netanyahu.
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister. They were dragging their feet. And Palestine said, Blakk Rasta, we heard you are here. Please come. come to Palestine. I said, how do I come to Palestine? We're going to send drivers. Drivers came in, drove me in a convoy all the way to Palestine. And I met with Mahmoud Abbas. And it's online, everybody can see. I was on radio. And when Israel heard that I was in Palestine, the same guy that the president was digging, whatever it was, he said, oh, the president arrived and you can now come on Tuesday and then you have a meeting with the president. I said, I'm leaving on Sunday. I left without being able to meet with Netanyahu.
He's the same person authorizing the strikes on
exactly.
on
Sad.
Iran.
I'm glad I never met him. I'm glad I never did. I mean, I've met presidents from Mugabe. Mugabe invited me to come and sing for him on his 92nd anniversary.
Did you go?
Oh, yes. And I flew in there. Mugabe paid for everything.
What was he like in person?
Oh, great guy. Mugabe was a great guy. I first met him in his office. We spoke nicely. And it was beautiful. It was all over in the news. And then he said, you are a brilliant young man. I want to make you minister in this country. And then we laughed. I thought he was joking. And when we finished everything, the Minister of Tourism called me. And they unveiled me as the tourism ambassador of Zimbabwe. And it's online. Anybody can go check it out with the photos. They gave it to me. He gave me a house. This is your house. And gave me a car and a chauffeur. Right there. And it's all in the write-up. It's not a make-up story. These days, it's difficult to lie.
Why do you think President Mugabe honored you in such a way?
His wife was Ghanaian.
Sally.
Yes. And he ordered that I be taken to the Heroes. There's a name they call it, Heroes.
Heroes Park?
Heroes Park, something, not a
Monument?
park, but that's a Heroes Acre.
Acre.
I should go to the Heroes Acre. He sent his soldiers to take me there. And I went and bowed. And the pictures are online as well. You see me kneeling down in front of Sally Mugabe's grave with a picture there, praying for her. Mugabe ordered that they should take me there. And I did. He put me in the best hotel. I think it was called the Pegasus or something. And my brother, there was food there 24 hours. He honored me. So the Barack Obama song opened me up to the world. And there are a lot of people, even Gen Z, still remember the song. Mm-hmm. When I sing it, they remember and they're like, whoa, okay. Yeah.
We know this one.
Yeah.
Big song, big song. Then in 2008, there was Naked Wire.
Naked Wire.
Voice of the African Rebel, 2010.
Yes.
Born Dread.
Born Dread.
2011.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ancestral Moon Splash.
Moon Splash, yeah.
2014. Kuchoko Revolution.
Kuchoko Revolution.
Let's talk about Kuchoko. That's your music.
Exactly.
Explain Kuchoko music to somebody who has heard it for the first time.
Well, Kuchoko is onomatopoeia for the sound of reggae. You know, when you hear authentic reggae music, foundation reggae, you would hear the sound Kuchoko, Kuchoko, Kuchoko from the keyboard shuffles.
Yes,
you know, and Kuchoko, 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 Kuchoko. So traveling around the world, anytime people heard that I was African and I was doing reggae, especially Jamaicans, they didn't really like it. Go and do some African music and all that. And I just told myself that, well, I love my reggae. Let me just put in some African influences. Yeah, and with Zap Mallet and Tikoko and the husband, we went into research. We started with the Volta region. We started by infusing Ziggy, the Ziggy dance, into reggae music. Adwa into reggae music and all. And it worked. So we said, this is what we want to do.
Kuchoko.
That's Kuchoko. Okay. It used to be called Moon Splash. That's why we have Ancestral Moon Splash. So when you listen to that album, it's all about Kuchoko. But I realized that the Moon Splash is still English.
Yes.
So let me give it a traditional name. And it was called the Moon Splash because I was born in a full moon. So we decided to call it Kuchoko.
That's it.
Yes.
And then after that, you had Timbuktu by Road 2019.
Yes.
There was a big gap between Kuchoko and, well, not too big, just 3 years. And then you have the latest one is Salaga Soldier.
Yes.
2024. It's a big album. I remember being at the listening party.
Yes, the listening party.
I really enjoyed that.
Thank you so much for supporting Blakk Rasta all these years. You have always been the man.
Yes, man.
You know, so when there was an invitation to come, there was no way I could have said no.
I appreciate it.
I had to make it happen.
It was good.
Because you have supported and you've been so good to us. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm going through some of your songs.
Yeah.
Congo Bongo.
Congo Bongo.
What's that about?
Rasta Congo, 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 Congo. Congo Bongo. Aye, Rasta, Rasta, Rasta. Rasta Congo, yeah. Some of them are saying, them are the magician man, hey. Wolipa them say, them are the Nazarite man. You know, it's a song that is talking about Rasta, and it's one of my favorite songs on stage. This song won the best reggae song of the year at the Ghana Music Award. I think in 2002. And I finally had to return all the plaques to them.
You sent all the awards back?
Everything.
How many awards did you, if you counted them, how many were there?
There were many. They were about, I think, close to about 40.
You sent the awards back?
Everything to everybody. Whoever gave me an award that I had to vote and pay money.
Okay.
My spirit didn't feel good carrying this load in my house. Thank you for honoring me, but I see that as a dishonor. I had to pay via voting. I had to convince my fans to pay for this award. No, I was cheap. I don't want it. So I wrote a letter and sent it to Charterhouse. They didn't even have the courtesy to write back and tell me, oh, you know what? We received your letter. We've acknowledged receipt of the letter, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. They just put that thing there. I sent them to Bays Awards, sent them to radio and TV awards and all that and all that.
Not a single award was won without voting?
There was only one which I got from London.
You kept that one?
Which I kept, you know, and then the awards started multiplying again. Saying, so I am not part of any awards program that has to do with voting, paying to vote. No.
You're not there?
I don't do that.
Kunta Kinte?
Yeah, Kunta Kinte was a song we recorded in London. Ras Moffat produced the album. He passed on, and I featured Mugabe on that album, on that song. It was a great song. It was also nominated for the awards in the days, you know. Yeah.
Gaddafi, My Hero?
Gaddafi, powerful song.
Did you ever meet him?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't.
What are your feelings about how his end came about?
Obama apologized. He said he was sorry the way Gaddafi was taken down, and that was the biggest mistake he made in his tenure as President of America. And it's online. Anybody can go check him saying about that, talking about that. You see, so I think that they derailed Africa by taking out Gaddafi. He had all the oil money. He wanted the gold dinar to be used to purchase oil and other such commodities from Africa. He wanted to revolutionize Africa. They saw it and they took him down. Sadly, these vampires would continue to kill African leaders one after the other until we unite.
So Africa unite?
Yes, and look at what's happening in Libya now.
Terrible.
Years after Gaddafi is gone, people who used to have money for being pregnant, free money, for having babies, free money, almost free oil, driving in Libya. You finish university. Whilst you are waiting to get a job, you get free money. You are paid. Today, go and see Libya.
Have you ever been there?
Never. Well, transit from Holland. I got to Libya and I sat there waiting for my plane to bring me to Ghana. Yes.
Malam Tonga. Who is that?
Well, I mean, my days of naughtiness, you know. Yeah, I went to South Africa.
Yes.
And I listened to the South African boom, ting, 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 ting. That's called boom in South Africa. Okay. You know, so, you know, I came to Ghana and decided to make a song called Malam Tonga. If he be Tonga, be real Malam Tonga. If I de Tonga, they enter every corner. Corner, corner with my big langa langa. Come make with Tonga, we go Tonga till we tire. Tonga, 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 Malam Tonga, 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 Tonga Malam. Tonga. There was a Malam in Ashaiman called Malam Tonga.
He gave me good publicity.
You know, and he was naughty for, you know, some of these things. So I just, you know.
He gave me some good publicity.
I just gave him some publicity. Unfortunately, I called him to ask him if he had heard the song. He said, Shaggy would not done.
Obviously not very happy.
He insulted me, Poto. You know, when you are not expecting something and it comes, then you are like,
you don't know what to do with it. You don't know what to do with it. What I'm talking. He's still alive.
He's there in Ashama. They all know him.
I'm sure you'll be laughing when you see this one. Oh no. How about Dede? Yeah, that's what we call Dede.
Yeah. Nice song. It was so big.
Dede.
Tio, Fatio, Papa Salma, Fatio, Fatio, Papa Salma, Fatio, Ankumaye, Fatio. You know, it was almost like, hey, Alaji.
Yes.
That kind of style.
Yep.
But I sang it in the Bani.
Yes, indeed.
And, you know, I won't call them enemies, but teasers of Blakk Rasta.
Mm-hmm.
They said the Dede meant noise. Or hey, Dede Blakk Rasta. You know, but that song, oh my God.
It wasn't tree anyway, was it?
It was in the Bani.
Yeah.
Papa Salma Fatio. It means golden woman. The woman who is gold to all women. Ankumae Fatio. You fatty. You go kill me. Oh. It's a song that praises women.
That's it.
But they don't understand the language.
No.
So they feel every song must be in Twi. Else it doesn't make any meaning. Sadly. Or in English. I love that song.
Cameroon.
Cameroon, no I. Cameroon, no I. Why my Cameroon? Why my Cameroon? Cameroon, no why? It's a song that is so dear to me. And anytime I sing it, I get emotional. Look at what's happening in Cameroon.
Paul Biya?
Paul Biya is killing the people. And your only crime is that you should speak English. Once they hear me and you speaking English, we are his enemies, he will kill us. Because it's a multilingual country. French and English. The English side is trying to break away. They have now called themselves Ambazonia. They used to be part of Nigeria. And the history, yes. Now they want to break away from Cameroon and go and be on their own. This man here says no. He's gunning them down, killing them. I have a Cameroonian brethren who was with me and in my team, and he was always talking about how things were bad in Cameroon. One day in the middle of the night, the inspiration just came and I went into the studio and it came out clean. Nana Finn mixed it. How we played it live. And it's one of the songs on the Salaga Soldiers album. I love that song.
Cameroon.
I love
Thief President.
Hey! That was a song Nana Addo hated so much and didn't want to hear. And when we put it out on YouTube, they hacked the thing several times and closed the page. We had problems with YouTube. They were posting porn on my page and all that. And, you know, all that. Hacking. But we're able to handle them. You know. And Thief President is Nanado's song. I sang it for him. Mr. President, why you dey lie so? Before election, you tell we you be in jail. When you sick, you run go a London. When we sick, we die for Kolebo. Mr. President, why you wicked so? Tell me how you dey sleep at night oh. See them a come, them coming like an angel. But them a thief, them no say them a thief. Mr. President, you coming like your savior. But you a thief, you no say you a thief. Thief President, why you thief so? Thief man, why you thief so? The people them a suffer but you don't care so. Thief man, why you thief so? I see the people crying every day oh. Them want food. them can't find. I see the youth are looking for a job, oh, every way, them can't find. Mr. President, him just barely full, oh, in a men family, them no suffer, oh. Suffer, suffer, the poor man they suffer, oh. Suffer, suffer, rich man no they suffer. Suffer, suffer, the poor man they suffer, oh. Suffer, suffer, rich man no they suffer. Lie, see them a come. You know,
this song get you into trouble?
It did once. I mean, I was performing at Nkrumah's memorial at Nkrumah. President Mahama was sitting there. Then I was told that Nanado was also sitting. He's somewhere, you know.
In the same place?
Yeah, the same place. And me, I don't look at people when I'm performing. You see, I'm just there to deliver the message. I was invited, so I went and sat down quietly behind Mahama. Then he was in opposition. And he shook my hand and told me, oh, Charlie, you guys, you are doing a great job. We thank you. We hope that we come back into power and then we'll take Ghana to another level. That's why I'm so proud of Mahama. He shook my hand and I told him, Mr. President, please don't let us down. I think he saw the fire in my eye. When it was my time to come and do whatever, I picked the microphone and I sang the song. What? My brother, I went back and sat behind President Mahama and he said, hey, did you just sing that? I said, yes, Mr. President. Innocently, yes, Mr. President. Then he laughed and did this. I didn't know. Then I told my team, Charlie, let's go out and prepare for the night. We are coming for a real concert. This was an a cappella. On the way, the internet started boof, 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 all over the place. People were calling me. Before we arrived at the hotel had already called to say that we should stay for some time.
You shouldn't come back to the hotel?
No, because there were thugs who had come to the hotel. The organizer said, we're going to change you. We're going to take you to another hotel. Close by. It's even a better hotel. I said, nah. I want to go to that hotel. Just find a way of sneaking me in so that it doesn't look like I'm daring the people. You know? So we waited till late. I mean, Stanley was there, right? And everybody was there, waited. And then they sneaked me in there. I went to my room there. And in the night, I was looking at it. I saw strange faces, but they brought the police there too. Safeguard. I couldn't believe that. In Nkrumah's hometown, somebody would be so angry with me for singing an Nkrumah song. God, Nkrumah would have sung the same song if he was a singer.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Bastard boy Bia.
Bia, yeah, that's against Paul Bia. Paul Bia, Mr. Bia. Paul Bia is a bastard boy, dirty Bia. You bastard. You know, that's it. That's the song.
That's the hook.
That's it. I mean, it's a long song, you know.
Don't the Cameroonians come after you?
They are enjoying it. They like it. I remember I shot the video of this one in France. I mean, Stanley shot that video in France, yes? Was it? Yeah, France, Paris. And police came there. And he was scared. He was shooting and said, Charlie, police day my back. Oh. Police day my back. Oh. I said, police day you're where? Shoot that thing. Why? You know.
Very calmly, eh?
I'm telling you. So we have pictures of the police behind him and all that. But the police, all of a sudden, started dancing and all that. I said, you see, we did a video, shot everything nice and all that and released. And Cameroonians are happy.
Would you play a show in Cameroon?
No. No. He will kill me. He's a very dirty bastard boy. He's killed my brothers and sisters there. He has no respect for decency. He's an old man who is not thinking anymore. This man is about 96 or 90 something. It's not disrespectful to old men, no. But this one is a different old man. Dirty old man.
So no Cameroon show for you?
No. No, sir. I won't play no Cameroon show. As long as that guy is there. This is a guy who doesn't even sit in Cameroon. He's sitting in a hotel in Switzerland because he says his skin, he has a condition, medical condition. The African sun is not good for him. So he stays in a 7-star hotel in Switzerland, chilling under the air condition. Every time he comes to Cameroon, for about a week, he falls 10 times. So he doesn't like going to Cameroon. He goes to sit in a meeting and is asking, what is this meeting for? Are people here? Are journalists here? I mean, please, it's Cameroon. Be wise, stand up. This is not a president. There are people around him who are using him to steal. That is why he's there. Why are you disgracing Africa? Kick this guy out and get a better person there. Hey, this is a disgrace of a president. I will not give my life to this guy, even if they were paying me 1 trillion. The only time I will go there is when they have a glass bulletproof covering me in a big cube that bombs cannot even break that I can go and perform. When I finish, a plane will come and carry the whole cube and take me away. I don't want to breathe the air even there.
Safety first.
No, sir.
Maluna.
Oh, yeah. Maluna is a soca thing. Maluna, yeah.
For our Caribbean people.
Zap is so good. I mean, he recorded that. He produced that.
He's been behind a lot of your productions, right?
Yes. But I mean, I'm one artist who's recorded with Zap Mallet more than any artist dead or alive. I mean, that's my home.
What attracts you to him?
He's so brilliant. If I go to Zap and I say, Zap, Charlie, I'm just returning from Guyana, and this song was recorded just when I returned from Guyana. I said, I want to do some calypso, but I want to do soca calypso. He said, hey, sing the song, make I hear. As you are singing, Zap has already produced it. He knows what bass line to go with it. He knows, and he's intellectual. So when we are recording with him, we are discussing so many issues. Unlike a few of our other brethren who only discuss religion. You know, he would go into almost every subject. You're talking, he's working on the thing, and then he'll give you a mix that will mesmerize you. And he has a wide knowledge of music. Is it calypso you want to do? Is it soca you want to do? He will even tell you the history.
He's a musician.
Oh my God.
Because he plays a lot of instruments too.
A lot of instruments.
Yeah.
You are working with Zap before I realize he says, give me the bass. And that's my most exciting moment. He picks the bass and he starts playing. Sometimes you play and say, Blakk, I know they get the feel. Okay, let's continue tomorrow. But I was the guy who sat with Zap and we worked for the longest period. And it came to a time, some musicians, name withheld, were saying that I had used juju on Zap. Because even when Obama became a hit, they said it was juju. This song waiting there inside. You know, nothing there. Juju. If you nothing, boy, go do juju. That's why it's happening. With Zap, they said I had put some spell on him. Anybody whose music he was working on, the moment Blakk Rasta entered the studio, say, you know, you bet was why. I've been able to get all the chords and everything. We'll continue tomorrow. Then he's closing the file. He's going to Blakk Rasta's music. I think that was the blessing I had from Zap Mallet, and I still have. Yeah, man.
So you've done a lot of international collaborations. I'm going to list them and then you tell me which ones, what story sticks out. So Alpha Blondie, Tikenja Fakoli, Busy Signal, Capleton, Elephant Man, Kokoti, Mutabaruka, Anthony B, Debbie O'Malley, Stephen Marley.
Anthony B.
Okay.
Yes, I have a collaboration with Anthony B on a song called Barbershop. The song was originally done by Jacob Miller, and he called it Tenement Yard. And, you know, I had a dream. He was singing the song, and I was in the crowd, and he looked at me. But I was saying in my head, this man is about to change the lyrics of the song. You know how you can, you know, improvise on what lyrics. He's going to sing about barbers. Then all of a sudden in the dream he turned and said, you are the one who is going to sing that, not me. I have finished my song. You know? So I decided to pick up the same melody, but I gave it my own lyrics, my own instrumentation, and my own verses. The chorus is the same melody as the original Tenement Yard. Yes, Rastam, how does he sing the original? But what I sang, Rasta man don't go in a barber shop. Rasta man don't sit in a barber chair too much. Combe and trim me. Shavy and cotte. Banga and bogo yaga. Carry go and bring come. Too much watch it no natty. Koki no kale. I just use my literature skills to alliterate. If Mr. can come, who can come? That's alliteration.
That's all.
Combe and cotte. Banga and bogo yaga. Carry go and bring come. Too much watch it no natty. Koki no kale. And it all makes sense. But when it came out, there were a few people who thought that we're just throwing words around. There's no single word there that doesn't make sense.
Is it that the music journalists in Ghana don't understand your music, or they just, they're not able to educate people?
I think that when it comes to the English language, it's a problem for a lot of us. If I was singing in Twi, I'm not sure anybody would say it's not making sense. Imagine I sang Tio, Fatio, and it's a problem. You see, I think that is so parochial, so small-minded, So, and I think that there was a time they had a tag that Blakk Rasta's music doesn't make sense. Because we had a song that came out that was called Our Africa. Africa ya narayazi, Mama Africa ya narayazi, alongside Amma. And in the song, I had a hook that I, as a literature student, wanted to tease the Chinese. In the lyrics, I said, now in Ghana, people have decided to push away Chiobodon plantain, and they are eating Chinese fried rice with chopsticks. Even in the churches, they are no longer singing Ghanaian songs. Asida yonya mene dia. They are now singing Chinese hymns like this one. Tai chi me chai cho. PCI shefo. Tai chi me chai cho. PCI shefo. And foa shefo foa. Foa shefo foa. Shefo is master.
Yes.
From Journey to the West.
Exactly.
We all know that.
Yeah, man.
Every other thing that is in there is improvisation, literature, to tease. I learned that from Yellow Man. He has a song called Mr. Chin. He said he had a Chinese girlfriend, and whilst they were in the act, the woman started to sing in Chinese. Feng fang shang lang feng shai shai, chai chin chin cho cho. Yellow man, darling, tell me why. And I love that kind of style. But they said that it didn't make sense, and for that matter, it was nonsense.
How did you feel?
I laughed at them, ignorance. And Nana Banamwa was one of those. And I cut her to size.
You did?
Oh, yes, I did. Because I have so much respect for ladies and women. But when you overstep your boundary, I bring you to the class and educate you. I asked them, when Bob Marley sang, "Way yo yo, way yo yo, way yo," what did he mean? Your ignorance must end here. When Stone Boy sang, "Samputumma puto, samputumma peche, samputumma tete," what was the meaning? And you are dancing to that. You say Stone Boy is one of your favorites. Tell me what it means. Wadada danyo, o danyo, o wada dain dain, go danyo, o danyo, o wada dain dain. Should every music have lyrics?
No, it can be sounds, man. It's music.
There's something in jazz called scatting. Recently, I discovered an African American, I think it's passed on. His music, oh my God. That's how he was singing.
That's it. Some people even whistle.
Whistle. And today is his birthday.
That's the man.
Bobby McFerrin.
Oh,
that's
right.
his name.
Oh,
Today
okay.
is his birthday.
Oh, nice.
And do you know that that song had no single instrument? It's just
voice.
whistling
Yeah.
and the sound of the mouth.
That's it.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah. I see. March 11th.
Yes.
McFerrin.
Today is his birthday. He's 76 years old today. He was born in 1950. today. It's sad, but
more education needed.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your radio career. What was your first radio show? Which station?
My first radio show was probably
on campus.
Yes,
UST?
my first radio show was in UST, but I had a stint on radio when I just went in there to read a few things.
Okay.
But that was just reading.
Was Conti or Contato?
On radio. Contato.
Contato.
Contato was when I had my very first
KNUST
radio show, and it was nice.
So you're reading news?
No, at the time I was playing reggae.
Okay.
But on Ura radio, I just went in there to read.
Ura is from
Upper East region.
Okay.
How do you call that? Motivational messages.
Okay, all right.
And also on Radio Savannah. Then, when I went to UST, I said, no, I must take it to another level. That was when I started to play reggae. And in those days, we had 4 reggae presenters on one reggae radio station. Africa, Ras Tuga, and me, myself, and then it's another brother. He's in Accra. You know, I tried.
And was your show called Taxi Driver then?
It wasn't called Taxi Driver.
No.
Did he have a name? It was on Radio Savannah that I called it Reggae Roadblock. It only became Taxi Driver in Takoradi.
Oh, Taxi Driver actually started from Takoradi?
Takoradi, yes.
On which station?
On Good News FM.
Ah.
Yeah, and that probably was the biggest I ever had in radio.
What took you to Takoradi?
National service.
Ah, after university?
After university. So
You're
I went
teacher?
there. Did I teach? Okay, I was at the Stool Lands.
Oh, okay.
Working because I studied land economy.
Land economy, yeah.
Yes, but I also had a stint with a school there called SAPS College, where I taught economics and geography.
Nice.
To risk-sitting students. There's a name they call them, it's escaped me.
Remedial.
You know, that, you know, I used to, and I
So Taxi Driver was birthed in Takoradi?
Yes.
Why did you call it Taxi Driver?
At the time, there was a man there called the owner, one of the owners of the station, you know, Gattuso. Gattuso was the one who was a taxi driver in America. And he told us the story about how taxi drivers promoted radio. And he wanted that show to be called Taxi Driver. And I told him, there's a program like that in Kumasi called Taxi Driver, Ras Lion Chemicals. He said, no, it doesn't matter. This one is called The Taxi Driver. That one, Taxi Driver, it's okay. And that was it. That same year, I think, Chemical stopped the radio show and traveled to Germany.
Yes.
So this one became the only taxi driver. And it was a whole different show. We had a history. We had this, we had that, we had that.
Is it the same format? African history class, all that stuff was there?
It grows. I mean, it keeps growing time after time. But in Takoradi there was no history. Well, there was history, but it was personality profile of the various artists. You know, more of the music. And then we also did the, you know, the fire talk, you know, just talking in the music. Monologue. But there wasn't a segment for that. You know, but with time, we decided to, bring them into segments and all that, and then streamline the thing, make it a little more intellectual. Because I realized that a few of the boys who were learning from me thought that reggae was all about patois. So they will learn a few lines and come and sit on, Koma, ya, sata, ya, ja, fire! Things that they themselves didn't understand. They were just saying that. And it hurt me one day. I was sitting in a taxi in Takoradi, and then the taxi driver told me, yeah, Charlie, yesterday I listened to you in the night. Oh, you were playing good music and you were talking patois.
No, it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Yes, you don't work nights.
In fact, one of the boys there, I said, wow.
Yeah, but they copy you. I even hear people in Accra who copy you.
Yeah,
but there's only one original.
Yeah, man.
Africa's most militant.
Yeah, man. I give them all the credit, you know.
Reggae DJ.
Yeah.
And your intro is legendary.
Jano.
Can you give us a
flavor? And you popularize it.
No, give me a flavor of that intro, man, because for those who haven't heard it, it's something else, man. It will be something else. The
Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yeah! Hey, though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepared a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. Jo Kadamawe Grumabe Atela Igzag Beer Tanaistalin Abashante Shante 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 Kadamawe Jo Kadamawe.
What does Kadamawe mean? What does Kadamawe mean?
Kadamawe is Amharic.
Okay, Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopia. And that means the greatest.
Okay.
The greatest.
So this is like appellations?
Appellations. Kadamawe Grumabe. Kadamawe Grumabe. Right now, I even add Mausobolisa. Adanuoto. I was simply 4. Then I bring in a few proverbs from the Ewe land. Agbeno heavy. Magba Fumato. Then I go into the gun and I say, oh, our time you moe. Oh, you waladon. You know, our ancestors. Where are you? This one is to you, your credit for keeping this place safe for us. I love to do that.
Highly spiritual, man. Yes, I remember my kids and I used to listen to you every.
Oh my
like
God.
10 years ago. Yes,
and that was so inspiring.
Yes,
Xylophone. And you would send messages and say, "Me and my children are listening."
We are listening, man.
Blah,
We're in
blah,
the class.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God.
We're in the African history class.
Oh my God.
Yeah, good job, man.
Thank you so much.
Good job. Let's talk about food now. So, you don't eat meat?
No.
You don't eat fish?
Nah.
You don't eat eggs?
Anything that has ice.
You don't eat white sugar?
I don't eat that.
You don't eat flour?
Nothing.
You don't eat salt?
No, sir.
You don't eat any animal products?
No, sir.
What do you eat, my brother?
I eat herbs and I eat vegetables. I can eat my fufu, but it has to come with mushroom.
Okay.
That's what I eat. I like to eat vegetables. And when I eat my vegetables, it takes me long for me to be hungry. The whole day.
Today, what's been on your diet this morning? What did you eat this morning?
This morning, I had some Lipton tea with a bit of oat milk, and that was it. My brother, and avocado, you know, mixed with a few toasted vegetables. I've not been hungry. I don't feel hungry.
Afternoon time, you don't chop?
No, sir. Nothing. Nothing.
You drink a lot of water?
Yes, I drink water, a lot of water, you know, and it keeps me, I don't feel hungry. I can stay for another 3 days, no food. Honestly, I'm a fasting man as well, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you fasting in solidarity with the Muslims?
I fast 40 days. Most of the time, before Muslims start fasting, I will fast like 10 days before Muslims start fasting.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it will tell me, the spirit will say, why don't you just do 50 days? Or this year, don't fast. Wait and fast another time.
What is your fast? When do you not eat?
Beautiful. The moment I go to bed, that's when my fast starts.
Yes.
So when I go out and I'm doing whatever I'm doing and I come home, if it's water, I have to drink. If it's tea, I have to drink. Even if it's 6 p.m. or 12 midnight, once I go to bed, I wake up with a fast. Until 6 p.m., when the sun starts coming down,
that's when it ends.
Then I drink a bit of water and it ends there.
What are the benefits of the kind of your lifestyle?
Yeah, I think that has kept me so healthy. I've met a few sisters who have seen my skin and they say, woo, it's a beautiful skin. Some of them want to ask me the secret behind that. They see my legs, they see the hair around my legs and they're like, woo, wow. Sally Frimpong. She used to pass her hand on the hair on my, legs. Say, oh, naya mi fepa. Then she touch my skin and say, and all that. And it used to make me feel good. You can ask her next time you speak with her.
Yeah,
and she would tell people who would come and tell me, hey, this person says your skin looks nice and all that. And I think it's made me healthy. I don't remember regularly visiting doctors. Recently, I was just telling some other people that your food must be your medicine. I try as much as possible not to eat anything that does not grow around me. So I won't eat the apples, I will not eat the grapes and all those things. I will eat the cassava. I will eat the whatever, maize and all that, because I believe there's a reason some things grow here and some don't grow here. So basically that's what and I don't miss meat, I don't eat fish, I don't miss that. I don't miss ice water. I don't miss any of this.
So room temperature water?
Room temperature.
When was the last time you cut your hair?
Last time I cut my hair was when I started growing my hair. The last time I cut it and the hair started to grow, I never cut it again.
How long are the locks now?
Right now I'm losing some hair, maybe because I'm growing. So it's up to my waist level.
For real?
Yeah, my waist level like that.
No, so, nobody's ever seen your locks before?
Oh, only in the bedroom when I'm with my
Empress.
Delilah, you know.
Don't be a Samson, you know what happened to him, you know?
I do.
Meditation?
Yeah.
You meditate?
A lot. A lot.
What's the best way to meditate?
The best way to meditate is to know that you are God, because He created you in His image. For that matter, there's a piece of Him in you. Listen to your heart. When people fight you, be happy. It means that you're doing something good. And that is what has helped me all these years. When I came, people fought me. Abeku Santana and all those people, they sat on radio and insulted me morning till night. Today, he's one of my favorite guys. You know, we are friends. They couldn't believe that a new guy had come into the territory and was trying to dominate. I think it's a human feeling.
Yeah,
you know,
the right competition.
You know, and you know, they did all that. And when you start fighting me and you don't stop, normally either you die or you lose your job. That's what normally happens.
Normally?
Yes, because I'm a servant of the Most High. And I'm doing it for God. If I was like all those other people out there, I've been flying a private jet now. I don't have houses that I have built. I don't drive a fleet of cars. I keep myself humble. I don't take bribes. I don't eat things that I'm not supposed to eat. In other words, I don't reap where I've not sown. I'm not moralizing it on anybody, but that is how. So if you fight a man like this, why are you fighting him? He's not coming to steal your food. Why are you fighting him? Then you are digging your own grave.
So they'll lose your job or they'll die?
Oh yes. Oh, they die easily. I don't call for their death. I just go into myself and I pray and I tell God, they are chastising me because of you. It's because of you. You know what I go through in order to serve you. You know that radio I'm sitting on is not because of me. Left to me alone, I'll go and do my land economy. There was a time I told God that if you joke with me, I'll leave this job and go and do my land economy. Me, I'm a brilliant guy. I will succeed everywhere I go. So this your joke that you put me on and people fight me. If you joke with me, I'll leave. And God spoke. He said, you think it's a joke? That's your calling. Try and go anywhere and see. You will run back like Jonah. Yes, so when they fight me, I say, okay, you put me here. You see that they are fighting me. Please let them change so they can be part of me. So anybody who has ever fought me has either become my follower or he's in an early grave. Those who refuse to change their hearts, I don't curse them. I just speak to God and say, like the Prophet of Islam did. His bitterest enemies, he prayed to God and say, let them become Muslims. So that's what I do with them. So when people fight me, I'm happy. He tells me I'm going to get new followers.
What's your biggest fight that you fought?
I think the most biggest fight. I will talk about the most embarrassing fight that I regretted. So he doesn't like me talking about this. It's with One Love Kubolov. Very disgraceful, shameful fight that shouldn't have happened. You know, we used to tease each other on, you know, social media. It was social media had just come fresh and Twitter making the noise and all that. But I felt that he had said some things that had gone too personal, you know, about father and mother and all that. And, you know, and one day I was just driving on the road and I saw him in front of our studio there, then at Joy FM. So I went to him and I said, those things you have been saying on Twitter, say it now in front of me. And he said, oh, get away. You know how he talks. Get away. Wait till you go if you do. If I insult your mother, I will insult your mother again. Hey, me, my mother. Even when I was dying, It was my mother I was thinking about. When he said that, your mother self, I go feel insult, I insult him. He turned up before he realized. My hands were on his face.
You slap him?
Yeah. And I regretted it bad, because I'm not a violent person. I've never been violent. Oh, my hands, the marks were on his face. And then he started to fight. I remember he pulled out one of my locks. I didn't even see it. Was the following day I went back there and then they showed me the lock.
You lost the lock?
Yes, long one long lock. Because, I used to fly my hair. So as I was, it was flying and, And right after that, oh my God. I said, what did you just do? Oh, did you do it? Did you just do this? Oh my God. I didn't know the damage that I had done to myself. Then later, he posted a photo of his face. Mm-hmm. And I realized that the eye where my hand, and I have a very heavy, terribly dangerous, ugly hand, So there was blood in that eye.
Oh.
And when I saw it, wow. Well, long story cut short, it's several. He doesn't like it when I talk about it because he feels that we've made peace and it's gone. We should forget about it.
You apologize?
Look, I've apologized to him more than 3 times.
Okay. So at least you've done that.
Too many times. But that is me. I hope he forgives me. Because I couldn't see myself doing that. The matter went to the police.
Oh.
And you won't believe what the police said.
What them talk?
When I arrived at the police station, this is several years back, so I can now say it. First time, a police officer came to me and said, in Hausa, I heard you and Kubolo had a problem and you slapped him. I was trying to explain, I said, you should have stepped on his balls. That guy should have stepped on his balls. That attack a boy was shaking yaro. I said,
Hey, police officer. Why?
That's what he said.
Oh, police.
Because, religion, again, I believe, because the guy was wearing the skirt and he, on a show, he showed up his thing and a few of those things. So he felt that, no, this guy, not that kind of vibe. Okay. But again, I want to put it on record. It's something that I've regretted. It hurt me so bad, terrible. And when I went to work, my boss is still there. I'll keep his name. He came over to me. He saw how sad I was. I was not myself. He said, don't let this worry you. Everybody knows what he did and what you did. Move on. That's what he said. I thought they were going to suspend me.
They didn't?
But it was cowardly of me because he came to my home.
Yeah.
If you want to fight, why don't you go to the forest and fight?
Exactly.
He came to my home. That was my station.
Yes.
Even though I was not in a station, I was just driving.
It was your neighborhood.
My neighborhood. And for me, it was shameful. And I'm glad that he accepted the apology. We're interviewed on radio.
Okay.
And this Peace FM guy, he just left radio. Kwesi Abuaji, he did a great job. He called me. He wanted me to talk about the incident. I said, I don't want to talk about it. He said, well, Kubolo is talking about it. He's agreed to talk. I said, okay, well, if he's talking, then I'll also talk. But interview Kubolo first. And he gave me that, So Kubolo started to talk. And then he was talking about how I gave him a sucker punch. He wasn't aware of the, and all, which was true, So when he spoke, and then they put me on the line, and then before we realized we're cracking jokes, me and him were, on radio.
Yeah, brethren, we saw Brethren Day now.
And I was like, so why did it happen in the first place, man? From that day, I told myself, hey,
never.
Even if a man comes to put his hand in my eye, I'll tell him, Bonsam Kowate.
That's it. Devil, go.
It's gone. Gone. It was one of the... Anyway, I'll keep it.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned, eh?
Lesson learned, of
Yeah,
course.
yes.
It was one of the habits that I was talking to you about.
Yes, that you wanted to
Exactly.
to be left. And so far, it's
Gone, man. Gone.
Yeah.
I'm now the most peaceful.
But you still have hard-hitting, fiery songs like "You Worry Museveni."
Yeah. I mean,
You are picking on a lot of these presidents.
Yeah. Because
Uganda.
a lot of them are the problem of Africa. I was in Uganda, and then I was on the road, and Yoweri Museveni came passing by, and the guys told me, the church I went to, they said, if this man gets to know you are in this country, you won't return to your country. I said, okay, then don't let him know. Look at what he's doing to Bobby Wine there. Look at the things happening there, you know. Africa must be different. And I think some of us, we come once in a while to be able to risk it and speak the truth like Samuel spoke to Saul.
What does oil and gas management mean to you? Some people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah.
You did a master's in oil and gas management?
I did a master's in oil and gas.
You want to go and drill oil?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, my background in geography,
Yes.
I like rocks and all that. So when there was an opportunity to go and study for my master's, I decided to do oil and gas management, you know. And presently, I'm working on my PhD.
Okay.
I should have finished it about 2 years ago, but time after time, I get busy here and I keep doing that.
What are you writing on?
Yeah.
What's your thesis on?
Okay. So I'm studying at the UKZN, University of KwaZulu-Natal,
South Africa.
in South Africa, and it's still on these same minerals. Okay. My study is on pram, the salt, Songo salt. That is what I'm
Where
studying.
McDan is working.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what, and it's deep, you know, it's deep. We are looking at the problems associated with the salt, the ownership, the cultural clash, politics and cultural clash. That thing, we're looking at that.
I would have thought you would be doing something on Pan-Africanism. So this is a nice surprise.
Yes.
That you're doing something on salt.
I met Molly Kete Asante in the US, and I told him I wanted to do that. But every time they disqualified me, they said I don't have a background in African studies and all that. I studied land economy, then I studied oil and gas. Oh, you don't have any history background. Like,
they don't listen
I'm
to
not
your,
Frimpong.
They don't listen to your radio show.
They listen to that, but they say I don't have a paper that shows that.
Academics.
So I keep putting that aside.
Yeah.
Just studying it and keeping it to myself.
Indeed. Pan-Africanism, what does it mean to you?
Well, Pan-Africanism is economic independence for black people. You know, that basically is Pan-Africanism. Self-pride, love for continent. That basically is Pan-Africanism.
We can't end without talking about the Kuchoko Roots Festival.
Ah, wow.
When is it happening this year?
It's happening on the 2nd of May, and we are doing it at Laboma, at the beach there. We're bringing in Dwayne Stevenson. Nane Champong has already been booked too, and he's going to come and sing this year. We're bringing in local, legendary reggae artists. People like Felix Bell will be there. We have Nane Champong, who is a reggae artist.
Yes, man.
But many people feel that is a high life
Lumba's
artist.
guy.
Kojo Ntwi, we talked to him. Unfortunately, he wouldn't be in the country then, so he wouldn't be there. Then we are bringing Randy Nunu to come and sing Philomena. We have 4 artists who are coming to do 1 song each. Priki Yadi will come and do Oba Fefe Beni. You come and do that. We would have Randy Nunu coming to do Philomena. Then we have, there are 4 artists. They will all come and sing. Then we bring the gospel artists who are doing reggae, and people think that they are doing gospel. Esther Smith will be there to sing. We'll bring Dinah Akiwumi to come and sing Onyame Yodumfuo reggae. Come and sing that. Helena Rebels will also be there. These are the artists and more.
Where's Kuchoko Roots Festival happening at?
It's happening at Laboma
Nice
on
one.
the 2nd of May.
Nice
It
one.
starts at 12 noon and goes all the way through the night.
As we wrap this up, do you still have a conflict? Was there ever a conflict between your Islamic upbringing and your Rastafari beliefs?
Oh yes. I mean, with Rasta, you don't necessarily believe in Islam. you are more aligned to the Bible than to the Quran. You know? And Islam does not so much encourage dreadlocks, even though there are some sects now that are saying, oh, it's okay, you can wear your locks. And Rasta will not allow you to eat animals. Not every Rasta though. You know, but Islam is liberal with that.
Except pork.
Except pork.
What is the reason Muslims don't eat pork?
Well, somebody told me that that's a loose explanation. That the Prophet of Islam went looking for water and the pig refused to give him water or refused to show him where to get water. And for that, but there's a deeper explanation. You know, the pig is a very dirty animal. It has all the diseases in the world, and it is also an animal that does not care. A male can sleep with a male. See? Like homosexuality and all that kind of vibe. Some Muslims explain it like that. But basically, I think it's for spiritual and health reasons.
How about alcohol? Why don't Muslims drink alcohol?
Alcohol makes you lose control of your mind. Somebody would drink alcohol and go and sleep with his sister. You go to court and say it was because I was drunk.
Even one shot?
Why should you drink it? Somebody's one shot.
Why did Jesus turn water into wine?
Good. So, when you read the Bible, it says that he did it as the very first miracle. Now, when his mother was asking him to do it, he said his time was not up. I think Jesus was a man who liked to satisfy people. Wine, he made it into wine. We are not told whether it was non-alcoholic or alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic wine is not wine.
I studied with some Jehovah's Witnesses.
Why must have alcohol?
And they proved to me that it was hard liquor. It was hard. They believe in drinking that.
They say it was the best wine. If you read the Bible, they say that was most people serve their best wine in the beginning, but this wedding, we've served it at the end.
At the end. Exactly. And the reason is that you serve the best so that people will get drunk and will not be able to continue. But this one was served at the end. I think that Jesus did it just because the people wanted to have it. Just like in the days of Noah, after the flood, you know, God said, well, you can now eat some of the animals that you took in there. But initially, he said no. And when you read the Bible well, it wasn't God's will for us to eat animals at all.
Does it feel lonely being a radical voice?
It's challenging because it's like there aren't too many people who speak your language, you know, the language of revolution. But it is encouraging in the sense that you believe that it's a mission. You believe that that is why you are here. And every man must have a mission. And I think that this was how I was created, because I was born into a home that was okay. I could have just gone to Harvard and become a professor and speaking big English in England. It was so easy for me to have done. But look at where he channeled me through, meeting people like Hope Jiekpo, Ras Shao, and Nathan Kuma, Ras Bumba. You know, hard smokers of ganja. You know, but I never smoked, I never drank, I never did any of the two things people would associate with Rasta. Saying, and I'm not saying that as an achievement. I am only saying that I don't do it. You see, so I think it's a calling.
What's it like to be a family man?
It's exciting. You brought life here. If you are the best version of yourself, then you are producing people who would become best versions of you and themselves and serve the nation. If I was a bad guy, if I was a guy who didn't have common sense, I don't think I will have children, because I'm going to have children who have no common sense. They will misbehave. Somebody will kill them for nothing. Somebody would even, you know, but once I'm convinced and society is convinced that, oh, Blakk Rasta is a great guy, why don't I produce versions of myself who become versions of themselves better than me, and then carry on with society and make society better? I think that is a beautiful thing, being a family man, and it makes you more responsible. There are some decisions I can't take now because I'm taking them on behalf of the children as well.
Sadly, you lost your first wife some years ago.
Yes. Yeah. And I made a song called Sakina. Yes. I never knew that I love you so, till you pack up and gone so. I never knew that I love you so, Sakina, till you pack up and go along so. Come back to me, oh sweet Sakina. I am empty without your lover. Come back to me, oh sweet Sakina. I am empty without your lover. This your song I sing for you. When I dance for you. When I cry cause of you. When I smile for you. I could have climbed the highest mountain and descend the deepest valley. I could have swim like a big, big fish. I think I'm lost.
Does she still come back to you in your dreams sometimes?
Yeah.
She does?
Yeah. Yeah. There was a time I had a dream. She came and then she said, are you not tired of all this hardship? Please come and let's go. Are you not tired of the hardship? Look how much energy you put in your work. Look how hard you work. But the people don't seem to appreciate what you do. And she was carrying our last child, and the last child was looking at her and said, please come. Let's go. There's a better place there. And then I remember in the dream I said, is it about people appreciating me or doing the work of God? Where you are when you meet God, tell him, if it is truly my time to follow you, I'm ready. If it's not, let him empower me to withstand the pain and serve him rather than myself. I woke up crying. It reminded me of the pain, the suffering. I worked so hard. My brother, I go into the studios, record, pay money, play the music live. It comes as, oh, baller, cheer, and you were like, whoa, in the studio, all the music on us says, we're like, wow, this is beautiful. Oh, we like this, we like this. Several times, not once, not twice, till Obama came. And then the recognition started coming and all that. Pain, my brother. Fight. I fight people, so they fight me too. And all that. But I've never thought of giving up. And when I saw that dream, I told myself that, probably it's time to go. But I'm still here.
Yes.
It means it's not time.
At all. And you remarried?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I went to the Volta region and picked up a Voltarian from Georgia. 2 years after my wife passed on, 2 years and a few months. Mm-hmm. And then, we decided to continue the journey.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she had heard that my wife had passed on. She was a fan of the show from afar that I didn't know. And then I honestly didn't want to get married again. But she told me, you have children. If you think I'll be a good mother for them, don't hesitate. Let's continue the journey.
That's it.
And then we got into it. I've not regretted. From that time till now, whatever me and the first one built, me and the second one are building on that. And I think it's been a beautiful journey.
Which makes you know my in-law.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Listen, as we end, what do you think history will say about Blakk Rasta?
History would say that there was a unique guy who risked his life and said so many things all in the interest of Ghana. The Akan people have a saying that it means when the frog dies is the only time you will see how truly long the frog is. I think people don't know so much about Blakk Rasta. It's when I am done and I journey home that they will dig into the life and realize that, hey, this was the fire he was sitting on and he was pretending to be comfortable all because of us. This was what he was going through for this. And I think that people would form movements. People would almost like form calls, Blakk Rasta calls. And many people would like to live the life of Blakk Rasta. Honestly, if I was to return into this world again, I would choose the same Blakk Rasta life. I praise myself, I look into the mirror and say, hey, Dodo, Blakk, we have done well. So this was an opportunity you got, and turn that down, all in the interest of the nation, and you are not even rich. Oh, wow. And that keeps me going. So all the people around me, they know that this is Blakk Rasta. Look, people I've fought with, people who were with me, and they probably are no more with me. Go and talk to them. Normally they will tell all the secrets that they know about you when they were with you. They can't say one thing. They will say, oh, that guy is a mad guy. If you deal with a hunger, will kill you. Imagine from morning till I'm sitting, I'm not hungry. Can other people around me bear this? Oh, hunger go kill. If you deal with them, he only they think about himself. He no go chop, so you too no go chop. You know? Sometimes they are right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not hungry, I might not think that another person might be hungry, and which is a weakness. But I've changed. Now, I put money in their hands and say, whoever wants to eat, go and eat.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Who would you like me to interview next?
Wow. Oh, wow. That would be nice. Oh, interesting. I wish, and I wonder if you can get him. Callistus Mahama. He's the secretary, executive secretary of the president. He's a man so many people have praised. Selfless, bribeless. He was raised by a Catholic priest. And when people talk about him, I mirror him, or he mirrors me, or we mirror each other. I have tried to talk to him. He's not ready to talk. I've never seen him grant an interview. Ras, if you can get this guy for an interview, I don't know what I'll do with you.
We'll look for him.
For real.
I'm sure he's watching this one.
For real.
All right. Anything you want to say that you haven't said before we wrap this up?
Well, I've said everything. I just want to say thank you so much for life. And I am so happy that this is where life has brought us. And I'm glad that we are getting a lot of the Gen Zs to be so excited about what we are doing. And that gives me hope. I go out and I see 7-year-olds say, Kukusha!
That's it.
They see me and say, the black pot. They say, Blakk Rasta. I say,
yes.
Oh, wow.
African
you know me?
History class.
I said, what do you mean?
Yes.
I said, yeah, I've been watching you. Say, you? Do you understand what I say? I said, yeah, the other day you said it, the other day said, and crack some joke, and I'm like, oh, wow.
YouTube is powerful, man.
There is hope.
YouTube is powerful.
It is.
Yes.
Thanks for social media.
Yes, man.
Thanks for life.
Yes, man.
And thanks so much to all the fans. Keep supporting us. Jobless.
In a world that often asks artists to entertain, Blakk Rasta has chosen to provoke, to question, and to awaken. My name is Kafui Dey. Let's meet in the comments. One love.